one.
Hi.
Good evening,
Good evening.
Hey all, or
Hey.
hey y'all?
It depends on where you're from. If you're from the South, you can use y'all, but even then, I used y'all a lot more. Anyways, we are back. Happy Ace Attorney Sunday, everyone. I know I was planning on streaming Friday night, but unfortunately I decided to, I wasn't feeling it, so I decided to take the night off. But we'll be back to our usual scheduled programming next week, because I've got a special stream coming up next week. Some of y'all may know, some of you may not, but I will be announcing that later. So yeah, we are back, and we got a lot to catch up on tonight, because we got a big mystery still. I don't even think we're halfway through this case yet, because, it's the final case.
We've just introduced, like, the actual case stuff there at that point, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I'm streaming the game. Oh, wait, I am. You all can see it, right?
Hey,
Yes, you are.
Hey, actually,
Okay.
quick question there, Foxy. You did turn the audio back to the new stuff after the flashback, right?
Yes, I did. I switched it to the arranged compositions right after the case wrapped up. I have it on my stream.
Just double checking, because I didn't want to make it so that, like, I forgot if we did that or not. That's all.
Yeah, we're good. We Gucci. All right. Anyways.
Okie dokie.
All right. Let's get back into it. All right.
Previously on Night Court, there was 2 countries, and
Suspicious
both of them got
Steel
stabbed,
Samurai.
So it cancels itself out in terms of the law.
Yes.
Okay, so
this.
we are right where we left off. We are talking with Old Bag again. So Star, you can continue.
Yeah, you did a good Old Bag for that bit.
Yeah.
And since Butz is gonna be in here for a bit, it'll be good to split that up for multiple reasons.
What were you doing at the time of the crime?
What crime?
What?
After the show was over, I had nothing but free time on my hands. So I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bed hip warm.
And that's a good time to check my logic. Okay, Pabs, you can do Franziska.
Well, the murder occurred in the room right next to yours.
Is that right? Oh, Auntie Boo, I'm so scared. Help me. Carries me.
Hold it! If you could please not cling onto my personage.
In any case, I take it then that you failed to show up at the Ambassador Alba's speech.
Oh, that. No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young tender maiden, but my body's just refusing to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hips started acting up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all.
Can you provide proof of your condition?
Oh, you just go on ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to the embassy.
I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. Oh!
Well, you got this one, hun.
Alright.
Hey, Prosecutor Von Karma, I brought the police dog, as you requested, sir.
Why? Good work. You may leave now, officer.
Look at the dog! Oh, he's so cute!
Oh,
It's a corgi.
What's that dog doing?
That's not a corgi. It looks more like a husky.
It looks like the
Oh,
Doge. This dog.
I requested the assistance of a dog in our search for the Atagarasu.
Hey, that is a Shiba Inu.
Ben, you wanna
Yeah,
do?
son.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too.
Bark Bork.
You're a cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy.
That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taking care of.
Is that Missile?
I think its name is Missile.
Yes, it's Missile!
What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks.
Yeah, for context, Missile was in the first Ace Attorney game. He was one of Gumshoe's secret weapons, and there was a funny scene where if you chose him, you went to Larry's hot dog stand. He would eat all the Missile would eat all the hot dogs.
To get Larry fired, probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
that action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know.
Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Woof.
Aw, look at him go!
What is he
Oh?
finding in the fireplace?
Good dog. You really are quite onto you. Quite bright onto you. Unlike a certain someone I know. Now, what do we have here? What is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but...
It's a samurai dog, isn't it? Wait, Francisca, isn't that an official samurai dog?
Why do you know the exact name of that? No, bad Missile. He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that.
It's just a meat substance snack featuring the Steel Samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Quite a bit of information you gathered in a single quick glance.
We should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog there in the first place.
It looks like the stack was at all Missile found.
Oh, and what do we have here?
It appears to be a lady's undershirt. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing.
I somehow
That's
doubt that.
totally the conclusion we can come from, and nothing
What?
else.
I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only
courtesans?
belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it.
Alright.
No.
Alright, that would be a good time to check our logic real quick.
Logic! Oh yeah.
Aha!
Equal.
That would make sense.
Let's see.
Yep. There is no trace of this room's fireplace being used.
Yes.
And your point is...
Smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry. This is a contradiction of facts, is it not?
Are you sure he was just disoriented or something up on that roof?
There is a testimony from an investigator that pulls Larry at this particular chimney, so no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went?
Ah, I see. So what you are proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Miss Oldbag's fire. So basically, the fireplaces of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're implying?
Interesting.
Precisely. Alright.
Alright.
Oh.
Alright, well, let's...
Well, that could be helpful later. Hey,
Alright.
check this thing out. Is it cool?
If you could please take a look at this brown-colored undershirt. Looks like a peach to me.
Oh, Auntie Pooh, what is the meaning of this? Why did you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do was ask, and I would have gladly given you as many as you like.
Thanks, but no thanks. This shirt was found here at the scene at this crime scene.
What?
Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here?
I know nothing.
What?
No, I get it.
I admit that I used the fireplace to dry that shirt. But I can't really help the fact that you know, wearing that pink princess costume like that being in the sauna. And on top of that, I get fingered as I suspected.
Don't say that word ever.
You're too cruel, Edgeworth.
Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room?
Of course I am. wanted to find the body, do you think I'd be the calm and relaxed as I am? I tell you, it's
Up the upstairs.
Oh no.
Angry old bag noises.
Angry old bag noises and subtitles.
These days.
Well, I don't believe she is lying about her actions, so I can safely assume she was really drying her shirt by the fireplace on her break. And somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one.
Oh, do you think we can logic that part
Alright,
as well?
definitely. Okay, I can try that. I assume the samurai dog was also yours?
Ah, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can see through everything about me.
And so the feeling of dread continues. But I suppose I should ask for more details.
Where did the samurai dog come from? Answer me!
That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it?
Of course, I'm forever yours, my anti-witty poo.
Hold it! If you could just stick to what I asked you.
Edgy, are you Miss Oldbag?
No!
You really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy.
They gave you a warm hot dog? A present?
Sia's bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. Had to pile them all into the push cart just to move them all. Those studio guys should have delivered those things by themselves. Right, Edgy?
So did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions?
Hey, Edgy! Don't just ignore me and my question. Aren't you going to stick up for me?
About that. See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room. Because of my bad hip, you know. And there were... The samurai dog were just sitting on the dressing room
God,
floor.
you ate them all! I suppose you had to make preparations for distributing them after the show.
Well, if by preparation you mean sampling them as well.
Excuse me?
Oh, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kids show, they taste was probably for kids too.
And apparently old bags.
And watching.
Just like,
They were so good that I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to half a dozen or boxes.
That many samurai dogs.
Yes.
you'd get sick quickly.
As I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is... What is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box, too. Don't you, my Auntie Boo? Well, who am I to say no to you? But I'll only give you one. The rest are all for me.
Forced onto me.
Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off the mask, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers. Anyway,
Alright, well,
at least we can get the fireplace idea. That makes sense.
let's try
A,
this.
B. It is...
The lady's undershirt that Missile found. Ah!
Why are you getting all excited over holding onto a lady's undergarment? Miles Edgeworth, you uncouth sea-slug! If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already!
You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt.
Seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall.
Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other.
Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. A rotating fireplace.
There is
Hey,
an X
There's
on the
like-
there is an X on the back of the back wall of the fireplace. Let's see if I can't get a better look at it. Aha! What?
What in the...
The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room.
The neighboring room?
There appears to be nothing particular about the next room, but the fact that there is nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway through this room's fireplace.
Do you think that's the same thing on the other side of the building, too? Like, because the whole building's mirrored, right?
Could be. That could be a
We
possibility.
can check.
Yeah.
Why not give it a shot?
Yeah. We now know that the fireplace connects to the two rooms. But how exactly is this significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as Damask 2's killer now, are you?
No, she couldn't move at all because of her stiff hip, so she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with Damask II's murder.
Yay, we did it.
It would appear that the answer has made itself known.
You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on! I'm ready to counter any argument you have.
Very well then, if you are prepared, I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me.
Good! I'm counting on you, Edgy.
Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is.
Lie?
I know that there is still something that you are keeping from the rest of us.
What's wrong with you? Is it you? Why is it you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you. Let's just hurry up and die already, if that's what it's gonna be. I'll confess to every murder in the whole world, and then I'll kill myself. And throw everything into a mask of illusion. Made some wonderful friends as a child. I see.
Larry, I only have one thing to say to you.
Even if you make that face at me, it's no use. I heard that from a hedgehog. A man who is ready to die is strong-willed, you know.
Is that a Sonic joke I didn't get?
It was Silver.
Ah, okay. Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you.
Gee.
Although, allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case, and that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this.
All right. This time, I'll let you. I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened? What didn't happen? The word.
Just what happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as to what you did up on the roof tonight. What's that face that you
That face.
Just being like happy, like, I'm happy to give my testimony to you.
Yay! After the show, I left the push cards in the Rose Garden and came into the embassy. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know? So then I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try.
Larry, I thought I just finished telling you not to lie anymore.
But it's kind of ultra embarrassing, okay?
And what exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me?
Edgy, man, well, I mean, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blurt it out. So you're just gonna have to reason with me.
As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie.
I have every intention to, for I am not about to let us waste time on such a trifling matter. Okay.
The reasoning. What a me.
Okay, so...
Yeah, that one, but it's
No.
that's already proven. What evidence do we have right now?
Oh yeah, that's probably a good time. I'm pressing that
evidence have we got?
statement.
I wonder.
So,
I would add to that, actually.
yeah, so we got the samurai dogs,
Hey,
old bags.
wait a minute. What
Yeah,
did it?
what
What
about
did the
that?
first thing say?
I left
Yeah,
a
this
push
is
The
cart.
right.
rose garden. The whole car was in the other room.
Yeah.
The other room. Well, you could just show the box there and say like, Oldbag was eating off of those like no one's business.
Oh wait, don't forget to save though
Right
before you
on.
show anything.
Yeah, she said you took the things from the dressing room. That's not in the rose garden. That's in the dressing room.
Alright. Objection! Nope, that's not it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
had a
thought
feeling.
it was. Yeah, no, that sounded right. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, let's go ahead
Alright, what else was
and...
there? I guess we're wanting to prove the actual fireplace thing.
Yeah,
Let's read it one more time, just in case.
alright. After...
After that, until the next appearance, I had some free time, so I wonder.
Oh, I
so I
wandered
wandered
around.
around.
Hold it! Yeah, let's just press that. Larry, I want you to listen very carefully and take this to heart. The whole point of your life is to cause misery and pain to everyone you encounter.
I know! I get it! I'm just the bad guy again! Objection!
Hold it.
I thought you were his friend. Don't you? Oh, yeah, okay, sorry, it's over. Hold it! I thought you said you're his friend. Don't you think that was a bit harsh? Lang Z says, true friends are bosom friends.
That I can
Let's say
agree with.
bosom buddies.
That I can agree with.
You are in trouble. Call on your bosom friend, whose shoulder you can truly cry on.
It's actually kind of funny that you both voiced the same characters there, actually, this time.
Fair enough. Hey, somebody! I hope you're listening carefully to my testimony.
Has it crossed your pea-sized brain yet again that Agent Lang is only out to arrest you, Larry?
Now then, you were wandering around inside the embassy, and then what happened?
Okay, let's press this. Hold it! Hold it! I should hardly think that chimneys are that rare.
Agreed, especially since they are a traditional feature of American houses.
Plus, many grand buildings have even larger and fancier chimneys. Yeah, but the kind of chimney I'm talking about is the really romantic type.
A romantic chimney?
It might sound kind of silly, but women seem to really enjoy them. And just had a good feeling about that chimney.
Oh, the note.
Yes, the note is basically.
Oh yeah,
what
you
we
can present
need to present.
notes!
Basically, basically
Yeah.
he was trying to give the pink samurai the actual note to her, but it was the old bag all the time.
Yeah, it was kind of
yeah.
funny that they were both the same
Because
person
remember,
there.
he was old bag was talking about the letter from earlier. He was kind of
Yeah.
rude with it.
Hold it. You suddenly wanted to play Santa?
Let's see what the last bit here says, though.
Well, actually, I dressed up as Santa once before already.
First
when I
game.
was selling hot dog. That was down at Good Lake.
I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't dredge up such unnecessary memories for me.
Oh yeah, the first time you lost.
Oh yeah. Sounds like you guys share a lot of history. A perk to being childhood friends, huh? Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, you know. Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down a family's chimney, after all.
Actually, is it worth...
Saturday nights at 9.
Actually, is it worth delving into whether or not playing Santa's
like
big
to
deal?
raise an objection.
Raise an
When
objection.
in doubt, raise it.
Actually, I believe in the case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal.
Are you saying that your buddy isn't exactly made of Santa quality stuff?
Precisely. You hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang.
Hey, what? Hey, AJ! That's so incredibly mean!
Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world?
Of course I know that! I did graduate from junior high, you know!
It took you that long to figure out what Santa does?
In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me whom you were delivering a present to.
I was, delivering a present to not basking in the warm glow of... OBJECTION!
Objection! That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie.
You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that, right?
In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present unto is most certainly this.
The other person.
What?
Wait, where is she?
We don't have Mindy, but...
Where'd she go?
No, it was
Is that-
old bag. Basically,
Wait, which
she was
one's Mindy
trying
in this
to-
situation? Wait,
Go back.
isn't there a person next to them, Mindy?
No, that's Mask to Mask the second.
Okay.
All
I
right.
was about to
Go
say,
to the next-
uh,
well, the other,
you were
other
meaning
ones
to throw it to the other person, but...
Take
Yeah.
that!
Interesting taste you have there, Mr. Spec. Don't spread lies about me! I totally didn't want to see Miss Olbeck so much that I tried going down the chimney. Oh,
I advise you to stop right there. You're bashing of a lady.
Well, I must admit that I myself hardly ever have the want to run into that lady. However, what if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what?
define wrong impression.
I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. And that fact is best summed up with this.
The note.
Take that!
The note.
Oh, was that the wrong note?
Wait, no, that was the right note. What? Oh. Oh, no. No. It's the other one. The transfer note. Remember?
Oh.
There was
Oh,
another
maybe.
note that Old Bag handed us.
Ah, the stand-in request. Okay, I was...
Yeah, we'll take the hit for this one
Yeah.
there. Just keep it
Let-
going, though.
Yeah. Larry, I'd like to
let's see
take a
this.
look at this
Okay.
piece of evidence.
Let's just do
Yeah,
a
blah,
skipping
blah,
thing.
blah, blah, blah. I don't like
Yeah,
moving.
let's just do that.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Jeez,
that.
Larry. Stop yapping,
Oh,
Larry.
damn.
Some people never change, even if their attitudes do change at the whim of women. What are you yapping about, Edgeworth? Yeah.
Let's skip.
Yeah.
Skip.
Come on,
skip.
take the point. We get it. We messed up.
Skip.
We
Okay.
messed up. Okay.
Okay.
into the old
It's
bat's
this
room.
one. The
Stand-
second one.
Take that.
There we go.
This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who
Has
normally
to be
plays the
in
Pink
this
Princess, Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man is quite taken with that actress.
Hold it! But that's not true, Edgy. She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it! I can feel her sexy beam piercing my heart when she was watching me! Sexy beam! I tell you!
Filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, idiotic, cowardly apparition of a man. You haven't matured at all since we last met.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yeah, yes.
This guy. He's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it.
I suppose you can put it that way.
Hey! What the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all! You all have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy.
To return to the
Bad
original
guy,
topic,
not
I
the bad
propose
guy.
that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure.
Hold it. Hey, Edgy. Looks like I've got the hang of this court thing now.
But we're not in court at the moment.
Shut up! I see what's going on here. And it looks just like what you do in court. I guess old Buddy Boy here still has something he'd like to say. Like Z says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. You shouldn't form conclusions until everything is out in the open. Which is why I'll listen. Alright, then get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in the Battle of Wits.
Larry, have you forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest?
Yeah.
Here we go again.
I think Larry would rather be arrested than
Yeah,
reach
go
the
on.
grave of his pride. Anyway, so do you think that all I wanted to do was to go visit Mindy?
Hang on. I was just adjusting my webcam there.
Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed up the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for my speech. Then, to top it all off, I became a suspect in a murder. That's what you really meant. But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose?
A note.
Hey, someone say something!
I don't think Lang's taking any more from Larry at this point.
Yeah, it's like, alright, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah. Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this not as a confession, but as testimony?
What if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is a claim claiming my claim. Do you have a problem with that?
You.
Star.
So was you. You're my stalker. I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman who holy fucking dropping the mind and unfaithful.
Ah! Dog's fine!
You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, and all-around completely worthless man!
I thought I heard something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there is nothing further for me to prove at this point.
What do you mean? Of course you still got something to prove. Still have to show some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy.
Proof, you say?
Remember, Edgy? Everything is evidence in court, right?
You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry, but I understand your point.
Yeah, see? I'm totally pro at this now.
Very well, if you wish to see the evidence, then let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see.
So I'm guessing last one, show us stuff.
It has to
Yeah.
be that note from Mindy.
It
Yeah.
has to be
Also,
that note.
don't forget to save.
Yeah, good call.
And I wish you could speedrun through this text the first time around, but eh.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if it works.
Alright?
This is very obvious.
Yeah. Alright. Objection!
There you go.
Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter.
Hey, wait, why are you showing that thing to me?
Wendy, I'll be descending on you from the above tonight, your loving knight. Well, isn't that just romantic?
But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing.
Objection! You can pretend to be ignorant all you'd like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you are not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. What part of this letter shows that the person Larry had intended to meet was Mindy?
The name?
Probably.
Take
that!
Above.
Right there.
Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again.
What the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English.
You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy to the average eye.
Hey, stop picking on me! It's so embarrassing! There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching, but that will have to wait until we're off of this crime scene.
We'll make another crime scene.
Yeah.
Gee! Save me from this scary man!
Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake.
I mean, well, that wasn't me!
Come again?
It's a fake! Someone's out to get me! So they made that fake letter! It wasn't me! To set me up!
Accept your defeat graciously.
You guys are being so mean!
Hold it!
I
Hold
will be
it!
meaner.
Penmanship analysis.
What's that?
No matter who, all people have certain unique features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours, and we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter.
I'll never write anything again in my life!
Hold it! It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight, for you've already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting.
The autograph!
Take that!
Yeah.
Yep. This autograph and our mysterious letter, if we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our questions soon enough. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure.
I'm sorry. Oh, microphone. Sorry. I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I'm the one who did it. I admit it. You hit the nail right in the head, Edgy.
So
This
he
was
finally
really not needed.
So he finally confesses.
I saw the big princess being carried around in a stretcher and got worried, alright? I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. So what choice did I have? It was the chimney or bust. Edgy.
Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney. What a criminally overactive imagination.
Well, at least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter. And stuck it under the door. That way she wouldn't be so shocked when I came down the chimney.
Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiment.
I'm really, really sorry. Okay?
Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me, because at the very least I can attest to that about you.
Gee, you're...
We've lost a lot of valuable time because of you, Whoop.
Oh!
In any case, I believe we could say that now we know exactly what happened. Mr. Larry Butz thought to climb down the chimney, not for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room of the elderly lady next door.
Hold it. Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Although, I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends. But the suspicion on that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet. So don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay? Ow! Hey, what? Edgy, what does the Wolfman mean when he says, I'm not off the hook yet?
He means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head.
That's exactly what I mean. We can't only rely on the words of a suspect, after all. We may have figured out where he was and what he was doing all night, but the bloodstained samurai sword, that was left at the crime scene. As long as there was no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite. Edgy? That guy? Like, he's seriously about to take a bite out of me.
I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial.
Hey, I'm gonna go get a snack real quick. I'll be back in a bit. You
Okay.
can take off my roll star slides then.
Okay.
Alright.
Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely Bumbler, I've been dealt a very nice hand and a sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you got.
Show me what you've got! I can
my
easily...
goodness.
I can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon, but the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble. This is one game I can't afford to lose.
I was the one who found the body of the victim, Damask II. Besides him was the samurai sword. Oh, wait, let me reread that, sorry. Beside him was the samurai sword, glittering red, offering up the scent of blood.
Hold on, do we have the sword in... Okay,
Yes,
that
you do.
lines up. That lines up. Okay.
Samurai sword.
It was supposed to be in the Seo Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Butz, in here too.
Okay, I'm gonna press those last 2. Isn't it a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership?
This owner wanted to sneak into the crime scene. And I think that's plenty to go on, don't you?
Hold it! If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that.
Not so fast! Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends, right? Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi?
You're accusing me of fabricating evidence?
Do you think I can't believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do.
This man has some serious issues with prosecutors.
Come on! I can't think of something as complicated as that, right, Edgy?
Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you. Or me, for that matter. I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being. Meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in here then, probably.
They could be.
Look, like...
You did say what you could press the last two.
Yeah,
You did say that.
yeah, I'll try that, because I know those two did line up, because... Yeah. Alright, hold it! Larry has already testified that he forgot the samurai sword here.
Yeah, I was shaking hands with the ambassador in here, and I left it behind by accident. Not so fast! Not so fast! So what? You lied earlier, so who's to say that this excuse isn't just another lie? Stuff all the time, right, Edgy? Tell him!
Why don't you tell him yourself?
You see, what did I tell you earlier? No one will buy such a pathetic, weak excuse.
Yes, well, I know that it's not possible to prove such an excuse as truth.
Yet, you offer it up as fact. You're a worse person than I originally thought.
You are free to think what you'd like, however, I know that Larry is not the killer. Agent Lang, please continue with your argument. I will
Says I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'll expose
go
the
back,
flaw
man.
in it soon enough.
I only just read one line.
Alright. Hold it! Just because he's the owner of the weapon, therefore he must be the killer, is it?
No. Climbing all the way up to the chimney is plenty suspicious in my book as well.
Objection! Regarding that, I have already drawn the truth out, and the truth is one thing I don't bet.
Not so fast. It doesn't matter if it's you or whoever. You prosecutors are all the same. And as for me, prosecutors are the one thing I don't trust.
Objection!
Hey, you don't trust prosecutors? What are you playing at?
Sorry, sis.
We're not related.
In the wolf pack, there's no need for relation. Anyway, but there are only two things I trust. My subordinates and evidence at the crime scene.
Agent Lang hates prosecutors, but as long as he trusts evidence that has been left at the crime scene, then there is something I could show him that he can believe in. It's simply not possible that the samurai sword is the real murder weapon, so I should focus on proving that point to Agent Lang first. Wait! The spear!
He did mention himself. He did mention.
Wait,
about
but that would also
something
make
in
it.
the
Wait, but the spear would actually make it worse though, because
Would
He
it?
was holding that
Wait.
all the time, yeah.
Well, remember,
Yeah,
it was
wait.
it was damaged.
oh yeah,
It's
bent.
hollow. It's not sharp
So
enough.
The samurai sword shouldn't be real either.
Fair
Exactly.
enough.
Alright, well, alright,
Wait,
let's
say
save.
it first.
I am 90%
Please
sure
point at
this
the
might
right
be it. I am like 90% sure I'm right about this. Cause
Well,
this,
make sure you put it at the right place too.
well, it
The
ha-
right place to stuck on it.
well, there's nothing else relating to the,
He did.
it has to be, it might be one of these.
All right.
Objection! Nope, let's try another statement
no,
then.
No. Wait. It might be the knife. Could be. Maybe. If I'm thinking, it may be right.
Alright,
You
then...
did mention
Alright.
How could it be the knife?
it could be.
though?
As
Yeah,
a thought.
that is an option there. You kill one guy with a knife in like one place.
But look, it can't be the sword. So let's see, the dagger or the knife. Not the samurai. Go back. I think it could be that, or it could be, or maybe something else.
What were the other things again?
It's supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Alright,
Well,
let's...
they
You
found
know,
the what?
maybe we can press this. Let's try pressing this. Hold it! Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the scent of blood?
I have to spell it out for you. I mean, the sight and smell of blood, of course. And according to the test, blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made to only be used on stage, so it's not sharp.
Okay, that's good.
But it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with. Which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten to death with a sword.
Hold up. Hold up. We need the... Wait a minute. Is there any crime... Oh, we don't have crime scene notes on this one. Interesting.
The mask?
Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important to just let it slip by.
Oh wait, that was a new one.
Yeah, new
A new one.
New statement, okay. Alright.
That's probably where
Save
you
it,
present
save it. Save it.
Yeah.
Foxy, save it.
Oh, whoops. Whoops, wrong button. Alright, let's get that.
Let's see if
Maybe you do present this one? I'm not sure.
Try doing the thing again, and then if it's not that one. I thought it was
Spear.
the other one you were talking about.
The spear. We were talking about the spear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. Either or.
Yeah, well, Larry, the reason why it got bent was because Larry hit it against the wall, so...
And if it hit against the wall, why would it not bend against a person and kill? Like, that's the idea.
Yeah, when did we kill them?
Alright.
We just knock them out, or just get the.
Alright, it's
That's
either
not
it's
bad.
either of the two.
Ow.
Let's...
Either or, whichever one you want to do first. But
Alright.
I'd say the spear is your better bet.
Alright, let's try the spear. Alright. Objection! Ah, good catch.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what this is, Agent Lang?
It's a long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago.
And so did every
You're saying
country ever.
mowing people down. Spears are the weapon of heroes throughout history.
It's the next most
I'm-
effective weapon after the whip.
I think the whip is in a slightly different category.
Sure, it kills vampires very easily.
And what's your point? Going to tell me that the spear is the real weapon?
No, I simply want you to take a look at this section here.
The way it's bent.
Precisely. Apparently, a certain troublemaker hit it against the wall in this embassy earlier. And as you can clearly see, the insides of the Steel Samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow. Let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet, there is not even a dent in the samurai sword. How do you explain that?
Ah, yeah! Oh, yeah! The sword and the spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easily.
So you wait until then?
But, oh, kind of. But I wish they'd make them better stuff, because the spear got bent. I wasn't able to do my special early samurai jab move. Man, I got such an earful from the director of the play for not doing it in the show.
The Steel Samurai's special move was changed tonight because of him?
Yeah, ouch!
I was expecting the same kind of yell from like a Pizza Tower or whatever. That's more than enough for your whining, whimpering.
I still gotta play Pizza Tower.
It is fun.
Yeah.
Now, back to the topic of the sphere.
Yes, let's return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se, so all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may.
I think guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. Neither smart nor very clever.
Miss Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken.
You do realize he like faked half of them, right?
But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken, for no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place.
What a foolishly foolish statement from a foolishly fool who hates to lose. It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure all defendants are found guilty and there is nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory.
Hold it! That may be your opinion, however, I don't believe that's all we are. As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth.
Even if it's on fire.
Not so fast. You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But, you know, humans aren't delicate creatures.
They snap like a twig. Watch! Ow, my arm!
Hey, the slightest bump, and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword was used in such a way that the attack killed Damask II without bending it.
No.
So, what do you think of my hypothetical scenario? I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need.
Of course. What I need is evidence even he can't refute. This is it. It's time to bring this to a close.
Every time they say it, here's a new drinking game for this case. Anytime they say that we're gonna wrap up this case, take a shot.
You'd be drunk in an instant.
Yeah.
It'd be a slow and painful one, don't worry.
Fair enough. Alright. Ooh, got a big... Wait. I got a big guess, but... Okay, there we go. Okay. It's possible to use the samurai sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. We searched the embassy, top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. So, isn't it only natural that suspicion would fall onto the owner of said weapon?
How long do you intend to cling on to that preposterous theory?
As long as I want. Because we examined every corner within the walls of this embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned.
Hello, Boxer Fox. Welcome on to the stream, buddy. Hope you're doing well.
Except for the 500 stones we haven't turned.
And we have managed to come up with only one logical conclusion. That the only place inside this embassy with the victim's blood on it is this sword.
Hold it! Hold it! You left no stone unturned? Is that a fact?
Not so fast. If you've got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all crystal clear to you. Okay.
as well. If you're gonna
Well,
present
is there any
anything.
blood on anything else?
Well, there's the
Besides the
Alabastian knife, but that's the murder weapon in the other murder, I do believe, right?
Yeah, but
Wait,
it's
but
but
what-
it's based
Wait,
on.
what blood is on that though? Whose blood is on the Alabastian knife?
We never checked that actually. We got here just as they were arresting.
There's quite a bit of Mr. Oh, it's the victim's blood. Yeah, it's Mr. Kochan's
Okay.
blood, so,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah, so,
Are you sure? We never did a blood analysis on that bad boy.
well, it was already, I think it was
Yeah.
already, analyzed. So,
Was it? We just got there, and there weren't any cops in that room.
well, Sheena was there.
House was on
It's
fire.
Sheena's with Interpol.
Gina!
Yeah.
Yeah, let's...
But she was currently like trying to grab onto Kay at that time.
Okay.
I would just.
Alright, let's
Maybe-
hold it. The only place where you could find blood was on the samurai sword.
That's right. Even with
Luminol.
Yeah, even with Luminol, which means that there are no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined.
Do I have a problem with Agent Lang's assertion that
Yeah.
raise an objection. When in doubt, raise an objection. If you believe that there is no other door or possibility left to open, then allow me to force one open for you.
Not so fast. And how do you plan to do that?
By showing you what may possibly be the real murder weapon.
Wait. Save. There's gonna be evidence.
What?
Oh yeah, true. There is. He's gonna ask for an evidence check.
Yeah.
The real murder weapon. I hate to repeat myself. But my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy. And they've concluded that nothing else could have been used as the weapon. Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis?
Of course, because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in their investigation.
Not so fast. What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games. And I don't appreciate it when people like you slander my men.
Hold it! I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigative dragnet has a few holes in it. Namely, that there is something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. Alright, I'm gonna save again, because that was a little bit of a long dialogue.
Fair enough.
That item is the real murder weapon.
Alright then. I'll play along for now. The real weapon that killed Damask II. What exactly is it?
The real murder weapon, which is not a single person has yet to touch, is this. Hold on, okay.
Alright.
It can't be.
Oh yeah.
The statue? Maybe?
Oh yeah, since it was moved.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It was.
Image.
It
Look at the
wasn't
image
it?
from before.
It was
And the image
turned.
from. Exactly.
Yeah, it has to be the statue then.
Take
It
that!
has to be Blood Force.
The national treasure of Alabast.
They call
Okay.
their star.
You mean
Thank
the
you.
Prima Duck statue?
Yes, and as you know, only the ambassador and his secretariat may touch it, which I believe means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct?
Not so fast. Huh. You know very well that if we did that, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Pabo,
Which is
the two countries' freshest relationship teeters on the balance over a stupid fight related to a sovereignty?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, you're good at.
Okay, to a sovereignty statue. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined.
Hold it! Agent Lang, if you could take a look at this. The direction of the statue is facing just before and after the crime are different, and there is only one conclusion I can draw from that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Go look for Ambassador Alba and get him to give us the okay to examine the statue.
Shifu, you can't listen to this infidel's words. He's most definitely trying to trick you. Shifu, please let's be rational about this.
Langzi says, you know, just go already.
Yes, sir.
Stop calling everyone we talk to infidels.
Shifu,
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, sir, but I was unable to convince the ambassador. I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the Primduck statue.
I see.
Wait, but the investigation's at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go and speak with the ambassador personally.
Save your breath. He may act all weak and frail, but that old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you've gotta be tough when you're representing a whole country, you know?
Agent Lang.
What do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already.
But Shifu, what about causing an international incident?
Quiet! I'll take the fall if I have to later.
Hold it. Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take the responsibility, let it be me.
Responsibility? If we're going to talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. It'd be a real problem if something were to happen to me. Alright then. Let's talk and more investigating.
If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Lang, if you'd like to run a luminol chemical luminescence test on the statue.
Proceeds to dump entire bag of
Luminol test.
statue.
Ah, good thinking. If the statue is a murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay. Let's get the forensics team in here.
We're doing what now?
This is blood!
There it is, on top of the head.
Looks like he hit the nail. I was about to say, yeah, I'm just gonna go. No ad-lib it. Looks like he hit the nail on the head, Mr. Prosecutor. Quite literally. I guess this means that this is the real weapon that killed the mask the second.
Indeed.
But I wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. It doesn't prove that he didn't kill the mask the second, so the charge still remains.
We are hardly done examining the statue, Agent Lang. Knowing that it is the real weapon, I believe further examination is required.
You think so? Okay then, knock yourself out.
We're still in this room.
Oh,
a handprint.
a handprint. Nah.
And what do we have here? This dirty smudge. It looks like a handprint.
Upper did ass.
What's a definitive bit of evidence like you doing under here? Looks like we've got some fingerprints to now analyze.
Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry, but it looks like it's far too late for me to do anything about that now.
Alright.
Crap.
Hey, forensics guy. I want results on these fingerprints. ASAP, you hear me?
I make no promises. Agent Lang, I
can
have
do that.
these analysis results, sir.
Good. And
Sir, about the prints we lifted from the bottom of the statue. Well, you know the victim of the murder in the Babalese embassy? Prints belong to him, to Mr. Miyakochin, sir.
but that's impossible.
And they swapped
What's going
the
on around
statues.
here?
No, that's impossible. Each Primaduck statue can only be handled by someone of that country. But by the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to only one conclusion. This statue is actually Babal's Primaduck statue.
Impossible, it can't be!
Yeah.
Larry never once set foot on Bobbly's soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further. The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an Alabastian knife in Babal. And Damask II was killed on Alabastian soil with Babal's national treasure. And the mystery of the great thief Yadagarasu who visited both countries. The pieces were there, but I had yet to see the big picture they were to form. Oh my god!
Everywhere,
This
like,
is getting
holy crap.
crazy!
This is getting very confusing, which is,
I gotta say.
oh, excuse me, another thing.
Like, this is getting up to the point that Rise from the Ashes did, because that was a big case, because, like, there were two suspected murders at once. Alright,
This was
Star.
2 murders and a crime at the same time.
March 14th, 9:21 p.m. Open air stage.
I'm here again.
I left the Damascus and second investigation to Franziska and returned to Babal. I suppose my first order of business should be to look into Babal's statue. Who wants to do K?
I haven't.
Oh, you go
If
ahead.
Go ahead.
K
Solid.
is the if I remember.
The girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ninja.
Mr. Edgeworth!
So K, what's the situation?
Oh, it's great! Investigating is so much fun!
In other words, they've made absolutely no progress.
We weren't grouping off, sir. We've been investigating our hearts out.
Very well then, would you care to give me an update on your investigation?
Oh, we had a really fun time, sir.
I knew it. Zero progress. In any case, Detective Gumshoe,
Yes, sir.
you have permission to enter the Alabastian embassy, is that correct?
Yep.
As a local detective,
As a local detective, I'm helping out with investigations on both sides, sir.
Good. In that case, I can leave these pieces of evidence with you. Alright. They belong to the lady under the pink princess's mask.
Could we talk about that, sir? Pink Princess? What kind of lady was playing her, sir?
The kind that was also playing the role of the pink badger yesterday.
Ugh. Understood, sir. If I happen to run into her, I'll give them back to her. And if I don't, then I guess I'll have left them somewhere.
He doesn't seem all that enthused to go find her, but I can't blame him. Now then, I don't believe I'll be needing this anymore either.
What? Are you really going to throw that autograph away?
Yes, because that Steel Samurai was a fake.
Wait,
His dreams
what?
are ruined.
What do you mean by fake?
Now then, I believe it's time for a little housekeeping. Unnecessary evidence is removed. Okay.
Unnecessary.
Oh, well,
That's
first
right.
things first, we gotta do
The
this.
wheelbarrow.
No.
The ladder.
A ladder.
Actually,
A
that's a
step
step
ladder!
ladder. That's a step ladder.
They're the exact same thing.
No way! From their structure up, they're totally different. But of course, from the thief's perspective, the best kind of ladder is the rope ladder. A step ladder is much too heavier to carry around after all.
And from a prosecutor's perspective, any type of ladder is guilty of being dangerous during an earthquake. Wow, Edgeworth. Alright.
He had to take an
Edgeworth
Edgeworth spin of
still
that.
How's
Hey,
the
are you not
earthquake?
going back to Alistair already?
Alabas.
Are you? Alabas?
No, not yet. I still need to gather a bit more information first. I wasn't even trying to do that.
Alright, bet.
Alright.
Mr. Edgeworth!
You look like you're enjoying yourself, Detective.
Well, I don't have much else that I enjoy as much as good investigation, sir.
So, what did you find out?
Smoke Jack and Jack. Well,
I take it he has found nothing of any particular use, as usual. Alright.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I got something really interesting from Ambassador Paladino.
Oh, what is that something interesting?
20 bucks. And also this.
Is that a lantern?
Wow, that's so pretty. I'm so jealous. That's a real sucker there.
Why does the flame burn green, detective?
The boys in the lab told me it's from this show called Game of Thrones or something like that. But also, it's apparently if you burn the special wheat crystal oil, something like that, that they only make it Pabo. It burns the green color, sir.
Interesting, so it's a special property of the oil. I suppose this is a ploy to force people to visit Babal should the oil run out.
W, what about those silhouettes?
They stuck some cutouts on the side of the lantern so it project images.
Oh? Silhouettes, huh? They are rather pretty, aren't they? Wait, what am I doing? I was supposed to be asking for an update on the investigation.
Hey, what's wrong, sir?
There's something I want you to investigate for me. Do you think you can do that much?
You got it, sir.
That's not fair. Why is Gummy getting to do all the fun stuff?
Ah, well, that's because I'm Mr. Edgeworth's partner.
Ah, I can't believe you took advantage of the confusion and stole my role as assistant.
I guess you could call me the Atagarasu, huh?
I expect the two of you to get along and work together like professionals on this. Do we present something?
The Greek detective Yatagarasu. I like the sound of that.
Alright, well, for now, let's go talk to Mr. Polano.
You got this, son.
Ah, so you're back now, are you, Mr. Edgeworth? You must be tired. Here, with these, you can eat whatever you like.
There's coupons! And these are?
Discount tickets of our cafeteria. They open tomorrow at 10 in the morning.
I appreciate the concern, however, these coupons do nothing for me right now. This open-air stage, what function does it serve exactly?
Well, normally we use it for a variety of events. It's all to attract the extra bit of attention to Pabo. I heard that tonight over in the Alabastrian Rose Garden, Ambassador Alba was to give a speech. And you know what? Manny told me that I really should give a speech too.
Mr. Cochin told you that?
Yes, he did. Which is why I thought I should give a speech of my own. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to.
Because of the fire the Yatagarasu started?
Exactly.
Ambassador Polano, I'd like to ask you a little more about the Primadux statues.
Oh, I see. Well, let me ask you this. Did you know that Alabast and Babal used to be one country called Cadopia?
Nope.
Yes, I know that much
it was
about...
never referenced ever in this case.
Yes, and I know that much about your history.
Well, the Primadux statue belonged to the founders of Cadopia. At least, that's how the story goes. It was bequeathed unto the King of Cadopia as a symbol of the country's wealth.
So it was meant as a symbol of sovereignty and the right to rule, I take it?
Yes, that's right. Which is why both countries are so adamant about their claim. We hold the real statue, therefore we hold the right to rule, is the reasoning. It's pretty petty when you think about it, though. I suppose.
But if Alabasta and Babal were to re-establish relations, shouldn't that put an end to the squabbling over the statue?
I have no reason to believe so. The Primadux statue is even more important now, as a key to diplomacy.
I wonder if Ambassador Polano knows about what has happened to the very important key to diplomacy. perhaps I should try showing him this key and see what he has to say about it. Alright, we'll do that in a second.
What, the key?
The key.
The Ambassador Poleno, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you about.
Oh, yes. Oh, and don't worry. You can ask me more than just one thing. About 2 or 3, or maybe a whole bunch. In exchange, I expect you'll be coming to Pabo, yes?
I have lost count of how many times he's thrown coupons in our faces.
I was
What a
thinking of
tactic.
Rob there with many does, yes?
Thank you, but just the one thing is all I require. Manny Kochin, I'd like to ask you about this man who was your secretary.
Sure. I'll tell you what I know.
Thank you for your cooperation, Ambassador.
He has, well, if I had to put it in one word, he was an able-bodied man. If there was ever anything I needed as an ambassador, he was able to get it for me. To think that a man like that had a hand in a smuggling ring right under my nose, going completely unnoticed. Actually, I suppose because he was an able man, he was unable to detect his dirty dealings.
It sounds like Mr. Kochin had a very sharp mind.
Recently, many had been really busy. Excuse me. Since I became Babali's representative at the Country Unification Council, he's been working tirelessly to cover my work for me.
I'm sorry, but what is this Country Unification Council?
Oh, well, you see, had tonight's events proceeded without a hitch, our 2 countries were to unify and become one again. But I guess with how things turned out, that dream won't be realized anytime soon.
I suppose not. Wow, okay. Well,
Did we have
let's...
something else to show? The key or
For
whatever?
now-
Oh yeah, the statue.
Yes.
Ambassador Poleno, if you could please take a look at this for me. The Primaduck statue sitting in Alabaster right now actually belongs to Babal.
Oh, it would appear. I received a call from Miss Karma about this earlier.
Then you will understand why I wish to inspect Babal's Primaduck statue immediately. Because the statue currently in your country's possession...
Yes, well, I've already inspected it myself. And it is definitely Alabaster statue. I know because it's the real statue.
Then you're saying that Babal's was a replica?
I'm embarrassed to say it's true, even though I knew that someday it would be exposed. I received my orders from the leaders of the ball, and I was going to negotiate with Ambassador Alba at this event. I was to negotiate with him and fix the results of the evaluation tonight. To say that we could not determine which statue was the real one.
Hold it! Why are you telling me this?
Well, because you already figured it out. The statue is just a hollow gold shell. Even if Rabal were to lose face, the reunification of the country is what's important. I'm right in thinking that, aren't I? I'm not making a mistake, right?
If you don't know yourself, then I won't pretend to know either.
I never thought that by being betrayed by my own secretary, the real symbol of wealth would be given to me. Isn't it simply ironic?
Hey, where are you going? Are you heading back to Alabasta?
Yes, but before I do, I suppose I should give you a summary of what's happened.
Oh, I see.
I might never be that guy.
So there's been a murder in both countries using an object from another country.
That's the gist of it. Babal is just as strict as Alabast in their inspection of the people and the things that enter their country, being that somehow both motor weapons were smuggled into the two countries. That's the only logical conclusion that can be drawn. Perhaps the key to the weapon smuggling is the person who traversed both countries.
You mean the fake Yatagarasu?
In one way or another, the Yatagarasu is connected. Of this, I am sure. Now then, where was the Yatagarasu first spotted?
I believe it was the Rose Garden on the Alabastian side of the embassy. The garden is just on the other side of this garden. It's where Ambassador Alvar was to give a speech tonight. At least, that's where I heard the young Alabastian had appeared.
In that case, I believe it's vital that I investigate the Rose Garden post-haste.
Wait, before you go, take a look at this, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's the other
What?
case.
What is it?
My guess is that it's the guitar pick.
It's the missing piece from the knife.
Yeah, the one I
think
pointed out.
I picked it up just now over there. Do you think it's of any use?
There's a little water on it, but how did the water get on it? It doesn't look like there's anything it could get wet from around here.
I was thinking that they have concerts here at this open air stage from the time to time, right?
Alright, I'll find its owner later.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Mr. Edgeworth, would you be willing to hold onto this?
What is this?
It's misused perfume. It's the bottle that woman left behind and that I found 7 years ago. I thought one day it'd be some use of tracking her down.
Oh.
So I kept it safe all this time.
Thank you. I'd be honored to hold it onto it for you.
Well, that's a long time coming. We'll maybe be able to actually find her once and for all.
Oh,
I wonder where
okay.
she went off to, anyway.
Don't
Oh, we can go a lot of places right now. I think it's behind there.
Wait a minute.
Well, we just teleported here from there.
Mr. Edgeworth, how do we get teleported from here and there?
Oh no, it goes not that way.
They're having a real time in the cleaning up after the fire.
I suppose we should stay out of here and investigate the stage some more then.
Alright, so I guess it's the other direction.
I guess we gotta investigate here a little bit more.
There's a sign here warning passersby to take precautions around this renovation site.
They're really going all out, huh? There's construction going on everywhere.
I believe Ambassador Polino said it was to attract more tourists and visitors.
But what can they do with the new stuff they're building? Hey, what do you think they should do, Ms. Edgeworth?
How about transforming it into a courthouse?
Hey, be serious.
But I was being serious.
Oh, then carry on.
Alright.
Alright, I think it's on the other side of the because it's on the other countryside. So we just kind of walk over there.
Maybe.
I think I'll be returning to the investigation in Alabast now, but...
I know. I'll go back to Pabo and do some more investigation there.
Alright, what do we got over here?
Mark-
Oh, wet fountain, right.
Yeah.
March 14th, 9:58 p.m. Rose Garden.
I think it's Franziska.
I see you back, Miles Edgewood.
Yep.
Yep, Franziska.
How are things up above? Although I can't really say I expect much from a scruffy and that girl.
The investigation into Manny Kochin's death hasn't really progressed any. However, the investigation into the Yatagarasu has.
Ah yes, the Yatagarasu. Even now I find it hard to believe. A person who can freely traverse between the two countries at will, preposterous.
Well, that's what I came here to investigate. I heard that this is where the witnesses claim to have seen the Yatagarasu.
That's correct. Ambassador Alba was to give a speech tonight here in Alabama. And that's when the Yatagarasu appeared. The shadow of the mysterious thief appeared, and just as suddenly, it vanished. After that, there was the fire at the Babylonese embassy, and the Yatagarasu started.
I vow that not a single feather from the Yatagarasu shall escape my diligence.
Investigation.
Investigate.
Oh, this... Alright.
What weird sword-looking thing? What the heck?
This statue bears a resemblance to the Primadux statue.
Oh. The plaque says King Primado and the battlefield. In order to save the queen, King Primado put his life on the line.
So Primadux is actually a person of royal blood? I thought he was simply someone imitating a character from an ancient legend.
Well, what surprises me is that the real person who looks like the Steel Samurai existed.
I suppose there's that, too. Alright.
There's a lot of lights floating about, you see that, right?
Yeah. There's an overturned spotlight here.
When the Yatagarasu appeared, the audience that was waiting for the speech to start panicked. I suppose that when someone must have knocked it over.
I'm having a tough time visualizing the mass confusion that took place here.
I've had to use my whip to catch the Yatagarasu. However, there were people in my way, and I was only able to land a single lash.
I suppose this means...
vampires with this thing or something.
I suppose that this means that some other poor saps were hit instead?
I got into a bit of the Castlevania stuff recently there.
There are roses scattered on the surface of the water, creating a pleasant fragrance.
Not just for aesthetics, the pool's water is also used in putting out fires.
I see. Oh! The pool stopped filling itself automatically. The fountain spouts
are said to stay open until the pool's water reaches a certain level.
This water is used to put out fires. I suppose it must be refilled to its normal level, which suggests this pool was recently used somehow in this embassy. I guess I'll take some notes about it just in case. What the heck?
What?
No!
I didn't know he was going scuba diving in that pond.
How dare you surprise me like that?
I'm sorry! Sorry! Oh, hey, Edgy. Thanks for what you did back there.
Your gratitude alone is enough. More importantly, Larry, this pool is not for your personal enjoyment.
I know that! Do you really think that I'm the type to just jump into a pool and swim around for fun?
Objection! Alright then, did you by chance fall into the pool?
Nice guess, but no dice. Snake Eyes. So, you're not my son, right, Edgy?
Your son?
I guess I kinda lost sight of him when I shook hands with the ambassador.
What?
Oh, the Iron Infant!
Yeah, that's it. And I'm pretty sure he was around here when I last saw it.
You imbecile! How can you be so flippant at a time like this? What are you going to do if your son fell into the pool? And how old is this child of yours anyway?
Oh, how old is he again?
Hold it! Hold it! Larry, this is the first I've heard of a son. Who exactly is the mother?
The mother? Oh, that chick, the pink princess.
The pink princess.
Hold it! Hold it! Miss Von Karma, I was a bit confused by this man's words for a bit there. However, I believe what he's looking for is the doll of the Iron Infant.
Yep, because I'm the Steel Samurai, through and through, heart and soul.
You're not.
And the Iron Infant is my cute little son.
The only person that is gonna be the true Steel Samurai in all of our hearts is Mr. Will Powers.
But will he power? That's up to you. You have given a whole new meaning to the phrase, an astounding fool.
Larry, we have not seen hide nor hair of the Iron Infant, but rest assured that if we find him, we'll let you know. Now, get out of there.
Sounds good. In that case, I'll go search over there.
Hey, wait!
Yeah, there you go.
Well, it's not as if he'll get very far swimming around in that pool. And though he's unrelated to the murders, he sure knows how to cause a lot of trouble.
How long does he hold his breath for?
Who knows? He'll.
A statue only.
Yeah,
I wonder if the lady is pouring water.
It says that it's a statue of the queen who spoke love to King Primido. Well, Edgeworth, it seems that you are allowed to get reading at one time.
I opened my mouth about a statue and she somehow made the leap to that.
Anyway. Roses are kind of roses. Anyway, there's a stool over there. Go examine it.
I suppose Ambassador Alba sat in this chair?
Ambassador Alba. Very elegant. The chair was prepared for us. Should he have gotten tired during the speech?
In that case, why didn't he plan to make his speech sitting down in the first place?
The ambassador is also quite prideful.
He sounds like my old principal from grade school who'd speak at assemblies.
Was the actual podium there?
So this is where Ambassador Alba was to give his speech.
The stage was set up nicely, however, where there was audience supposed to sit.
Perhaps they were supposed to sit around the edge of the pool?
That's such poor planning if there was no place other than a spot or two for the pool. You really should have made seating arrangements like how the gallery is set up in court.
Indeed, you can sense that a consideration from the viewers was taken with those.
So in the end, the speaker and his audience were to stand the whole time, huh?
Yes, although I suspect the audience would have liked to sit down after a while.
More cameras in the things on the side there. Maybe
Oh, there you go.
I guess they're both the same thing.
There are some beautiful roses here. They appear to be well maintained.
Being too nice, Miles Edgeworth, the arrangement is devoid of any design sense, and holy crap, you are very... okay, I wish you could have saved that, because he was sitting, like, very, dapper-like, kneeling down there.
Yeah.
He looked like he was about to, like... He just killed his mother and was, like, praying for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Anyway, roses are only truly assigned when they are grouped by color, one color per location. They lose their beauty when they're all mixed together like this.
I can't tell if she's being sarcastic or not. On second thought, there's a rather serious look on her face. I better leave it be.
You should really rethink the proper balance of these things.
Of all the people to comment on the proper balance of things.
I am perfectly balanced.
Have we finished checking out all the bystanders?
Nope.
Sorry, you can do him for now.
Yes, sir. And we found 14 counts of pickpocketing, 16 counts of illegal parking, and one person ran a lightster.
Pickpockets? Jeez.
Don't tell me you didn't find out anything related to this case.
Sir, not a single thing, sir.
Well, for now, let's just get those other lawbreakers down to the precinct.
Agent Lang,
Well, it is a Mr. Prosecutor.
I would just like to thank you for your assistance earlier.
Why are you behind me?
Make no mistake, it's not like I was trying to help you with that, but I did.
After I left, did you receive word from Ambassador Alba?
We're to wrap up our bodyguard assignment at the end of at the end of today. Oddly enough, we received word from speech impediment. Oddly enough, we received word from HQ to return home on an urgent matter. As if I could be so easily hauled away from this case after I've gone this far. I swear that I'll find the truth, drag it out, screaming into the light. You're with me on that, right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Alright. You were working as Ambassador Alba's bodyguard at the time, so naturally you witnessed when the Yatagarasu appeared, correct?
Yeah, I saw the thief, alright, with my own 2 eyes. The Yatagarasu was always there, lurking in the shadows.
Lurking?
But when the spotlight turned on for Ambassador Alba's speech, a shadow appeared. That's when cries of, "It's the Yatagarasu" rang out.
Hang on a minute. Oop, there we go.
The second the spotlight went out, and by the time we got to the area lit again, the deft,
Deft, yeah.
the deft thief had vanished. When we investigated afterwards, we found that the reason the lights went out was because someone had unplugged an extension plug from all the outdoor electronics. Whether it was something doing it on purpose, or someone, or simply a guest who had tripped over it, we don't know. But one thing is for certain. The Yatagarasu was here.
So you're saying that basically all you saw was the thief's silhouette?
Yes.
Objection!
Objection? If all you saw was a shadow, then it's entirely possible that the shadow belonged to someone else.
Good thinking, sis. You just might be right. If it weren't for the fact that there was, oh, okay, there was. If it weren't for the fact that there was no one else with the same shape. Not among the staff or the audience members. My men have already done a thorough check of everyone, so I know I'm right.
Someone else's shadow? That sounds like a plausible hypothesis. The suddenly appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. I believe I've figured out its true origin.
I expect no less from my subordinate. Now, let's hear what you know on the subject. What really casts the shadow of the Yatagarasu? Oh, the spotlight, the statue.
I like the statue, of course.
The
maybe.
statue, no, the other one. Well, both of them did, actually. But one did, and then the other did.
Let's
Could
try
be.
The
it.
hand! It could probably be the hand of the statue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see it.
yeah, it has to be
But
this.
Yeah, both kind of did it.
Take that! Suddenly disappearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. Is it not possible that it was created by this statue?
Objection!
Are you playing me for a fool, Miles Edgeworth? The statue bears absolutely no resemblance to the shadow of the Yatagarasu.
You are correct. However, this statue is but one part of the whole picture.
What do you mean by only one part?
What is the other part to the real form of the Yatagarasu shadow?
The other
The
statue.
hand!
The hand.
No, it's the hand.
Well,
The
the other
hand!
statue.
The hand!
Well, there's two statues, hun. One
No, but
has
look
the
at this-
pokey
if
out
you saw
part,
the
and the
silhouette-
other...
If you saw the silhouette, it could actually be the hand of the statue.
Yes, but it's like, you have two statues in really weird positions. That seems like a better option.
Yeah, because there was there were lights over here as well.
Yeah, there were two light sources there. That should have
Well,
overpowered
but-
the other shadow.
So, I
But the way that it
looked,
looked, it couldn't be that other, but it cannot be that shadow for the way that it looked. So it has to be the hand.
Look, I would say save it just in case if
We don't have
if
a
it's
save
wrong.
now.
Well, again, after the investigation is complete, we're gonna get a heal anyway. So we have room for failure.
Alright.
Hello,
I don't
Wuffy.
trust-
Welcome
I
out
don't
into the
trust
stream.
hand. I don't trust the hand. I really don't.
I
Let's-
knew. I'm
Well,
going for the
try
hand.
this. Try the statue first, and then we can do the hand.
Yeah.
Take that!
It's another statue.
Fluffy's asking how we're all doing. I'm doing good.
You're doing
We're
alright.
good.
Yeah, it's another statue.
The Yatagarasu's shadow is made from the shadows of these two statues.
Hey, what do you mean by that?
Right now, the spotlights are all over the place. This is because they were moved when the guests were in a panicked state. However, if we were to restore the lights to where they were when the thief appeared,
You believe that the two shadows would create the Yatagarasu shadow?
precisely. Now then, watch as I reveal the true form of the Yatagarasu. First, if we set up a spotlight to cast a shadow of King Primadux on the battlefield,
Oh, I get it now. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes a lot more sense.
the shadow of the king's statue would appear on the backdrop of the stage. Likewise, if we set up a light on the queen who spoke of love to King Primadux, her silhouette would also appear on the backdrop of the stage.
Aha, so if we were to combine the two statues, it looks nothing like the Yatagarasu's shadow. Miles Edgeworth, how do you explain this grotesque shape?
Calm down, Franziska. The way the light needs to be shown on the queen statue is wrong.
What do you mean by that?
I believe that the whole of the king's statue needs to be used for this to work. However, in the case of the queen, I don't believe her whole shadow is needed. Rather, the person who created the statue only used one part of her shadow.
What part?
Yes, and that one part alone is enough to fill the rest of the Yatagarasu's statue.
Why did you say that in the first place?
You're right, I apologize. Now, what part of the
Now
queen
we can do the
statue...
hand, Okay.
We were both right on. It was the hand, but it also was both statues.
Okay.
Take that! Think back to what is missing in our shadow. 5 long, thin areas, correct? Now, what does that remind you of?
Ah!
That's right, it can only be the shadow of the queen's left hand. Franziska, can we please adjust the spotlight's position so that it only shines on the queen's left hand?
Alright, let's give it a try and see what we get. It's...
Yeah. This is exactly like the shadow I saw.
The culprit must have changed the spotlight's positioning beforehand, and then pulled the plug after the people saw what the culprit wanted them to see. In their panic, the guests must have moved the spotlights around, which you can assume was also part of the culprit's plan. By the time the lights came back on, the Yatagarasu's shadow had vanished.
Which means that the shadow was a construct from the very beginning.
So you see, the Yatagarasu never did visit Alabast tonight. The only country that the thief visited was Babal, although it can be assumed that the Yatagarasu had an accomplice in Alabast.
Accomplice? But
I haven't figured that out yet, but I assume it was the person who set up the shadow show. I sense the biggest clue yet to solving this case is the existence of this accomplice.
yeah.
Yeah. Yay!
Who?
How's the investigation go?
Oh, it's Bad. Detective Bad, have you come to join us in investigating the Yatagarasu? Alright.
You can take Franziska there or Star
Yeah.
Alright.
with the murder. Agent Lang's charge. My only target from the very beginning is the Yatagarasu. So yes.
So, what have you found out?
I got a piece of evidence.
May I see it?
No. Actually, sure. But you might regret it.
We're here because we are ready to face whatever may come. So if you please,
People heard the commotion. Bystanders started gathering. One woman complained, "I'm telling you, I'm a genuine international journalist."
Sounds like Lotta.
Lot of hair.
Gave me an interesting picture.
A journalist.
Well, actually, he's a freelance. camera. This is the photo I got.
What in the world?
The Yanagaratsu! It's flying through the air!
They are a thing. It's not just man, but evidence. Even they lie to us.
When was this photo taken?
Apparently, right after the fires, on the 4th and 5th floors were put out. It was taken in a nearby building that you could see the embassy from.
I see, so this was taken after the fire.
Blur in the picture. Took off from the Baba's embassy. Flew over the boundary and headed for the embassy of Baba.
Objection!
This is simply not possible! People are incapable of flight!
Is that a fact? I've had the pleasure of dealing with a case involving a flying person once, and you were there too, witnessing it. The single most ridiculous case I've ever been in, that I've ever witnessed in my life.
Wait for the way I draw!
Actually, come to think of it, I come across a case like that as well. Two, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just realizing that I thought they were referencing Big Top, and now I realize they were both referencing Bridge to the Turnabout and Turnabout Big Top. Okay, now there we go.
Yeah, one was in Big Top and the other one was both in Big Top and the other one, and this is just the other one.
Yeah.
Maybe it happens more often than we think.
Am I up to the task of solving the mystery behind this photograph? Well, the Adagarasu took off from the Babalese embassy, so I should start from there. Franziska, I need to return to the Babal investigation for a bit.
Right.
Alright, well,
Man, we're just going back and forth and back and forth. And...
yeah.
I'll continue investigating on this side of the building.
Alright, I'm counting on you.
I have.
We're just going back and forth and back.
Welcome back, Mr. Edgeworth. Now come on, let's get back to our investigation.
Were you waiting
Yes,
there the whole
let's.
time?
I think she was.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. That's a little...
Anyway.
March 14th, 10:37 p.m. Babala's Embassy. Secretariat.
Why do you
Bubbly,
pronounce it like Metrocity?
Secretary office. To think, after all the running around, we're right back where we started.
It would appear that way.
Hi, Mr. Edgeworth. Have you found Manny's killer yet?
I'm terribly sorry, Ambassador Poleno, but I have yet to find his killer.
I guess his murder really was the work of the Yadagaratsu.
Let's get one thing straight. It was the work of the fake Yatagaratsu. The real Yatagaratsu is the noble Brazilian who is the
Vigilante.
Vigilante. Let me read that. Vigilante. The real Yatagaratsu, a noble vigilante who's the only out... Vigilante.
Land.
Yeah, vigilante.
Land, like land adapter.
Okay, thank you. Let me read this. I'm sorry if I have dyslexia a little bit. The real Yanaguratsu is the only vigilante who was the only out to steal the truth.
Miss Faraday, please don't make such a sad face. If there's anything I could do for you, all you have to do is ask, alright?
Mr. Paulino.
Actually, there's one thing you can do. Will you allow us to take another look around? We didn't have enough time to conduct a thorough investigation earlier.
Oh, sure, please. Feel free to investigate to your heart's content.
Also, there are a few questions I'd like to ask you personally, Ambassador.
If it will bring a smile back to Miss Faraday's face, then I'll gladly answer anything.
Thank you, Mr. Paulino. You're a total gentleman.
You don't have to waste such nice words on me, little miss.
Hey, Mr. Paulino.
Those two sure got chummy awfully quickly.
You know, it's easy to say we're going to investigate, but where should we begin?
We should probably start by comparing the state of this room before and after the fire.
So
And then, we should look into the matter of the suspicious person you spotted.
well, we got the fireplace, remember? We can check on that rotating fireplace thing.
Yeah, when I came into this room, that person was already gone. But I'm willing to bet that the person was chasing is Mr. Coachman's killer.
Well, we don't know that yet. However, it's hard to believe that person is unrelated. Furthermore, because the key the Yatagrasu stole 7 years ago was found here, it signals that perhaps Miss Yu is also somehow involved.
And then the key is
I knew it!
now you.
I can't believe it. That... I knew it! The woman is almost definitely Mr. Coachman's killer.
Yet again, we don't know that. There are too many mysteries to be solved here. Speaking of Yatagarasu and mysteries, I received the most mysterious photo from Detective Bad.
Uncle Bad? He's taking part of this investigation too?
Yes, he has been chasing after the Yatagarasu for all these years.
Uncle Bad...
Now then, I was told that this photo was taken just after the fire.
What? This kind of looks like a person in the long coat I was chasing. Does that mean that I was chasing the fake Yatagarasu after all?
I don't know the answer to your question, but I don't think people can fly either.
But this could be how that person escaped.
Well, we'll need to investigate a bit more before we can say anything about that. In any case, let's not dawdle anymore and pick up our investigation where we left off.
Yeah.
Alright,
So,
look around.
let's take a look out.
Look at that fireplace.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the window first. You can see the Alabastian embassy through this window.
So where were you when you were investigating over there, Mr. Edgeworth?
You can see it from here. I was on the 5th floor.
That's where Duskin the second was killed.
Damask.
Damask. That's
Damask.
where Damask. Thank
Damask
you.
the second.
Thank you. That's where Damask.
Well, that was, and it was my line.
Killed.
That's where Damask the Second
Oh.
was killed.
Oh, okay. What? You don't mean the Damascus the second? Oh, poor guy. As a fellow second-generated thief, I can't just turn a blind eye to this.
Even though Damask the Second was merely an imposter of the original. Alright, now let's take a look at the fireplace. A fireplace, huh? So Babal's offices have them too.
Who?
There is a fireplace in relatively the same location as the Alabastian office. However, we found something there that I'd rather not recall ever again. I still can't believe that we found that lady's undershirt in the fireplace.
If it was that traumatizing, why don't you try creating a new memories with the fireplace? You could climb inside, and we can play hide and seek.
And come out covered in soot? I think not.
How did you not figure out that it's a freaking fireplace? It's the same thing, right?
Who knows?
You really have no sense of fun, Mr. Edgeworth.
I mean, like, the whole place's building is rotated, like the same thing, right?
It appears this area was heavily damaged by the fire.
Yeah, I guess we should hurry up and get started examining everything.
You say this every time, Edgeworth. We get
Hey,
it.
wait a minute, that's the ink, right?
Yeah, that's the Bobbly's ink.
Yeah,
There's a bottle
Yeah,
with Bobbly's ink on Mr. Cochin's desk.
And it looks like there's still a lot of ink left in there, inside.
The seal is unbroken, so the fire probably couldn't get into the bottle to burn up the ink.
Hey, Mr. Paleno, it looks like your precious Babyles ink is alright after all.
what? That's
Hold it! Hold it! Ambassador, what do you mean by that?
Well, it's just that there is something strange about the ink.
Would you mind elaborating on that statement for me, please? Oh,
Alright, I
okay.
gotta go talk with you about it there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Now then, Ambassador, I'd like to ask about your movements before the fire broke out.
Before the fire? Which fire are you talking about?
Which one? There was more than one tonight?
Huh? Oh, I see. I guess you didn't hear about it. We had 2 fires here at the Babalese embassy tonight. What a bother all that was.
Wait, but the only fire we know about is the one after the Jammin's Ninja show. Ninja show.
Well, the first occurred at the start of the Jammin Ninja show. Luckily, only the 4th and 5th floors of our embassy caught on fire. Not wanting to cause a panic among the theater goers, we decided to keep it internal.
Then the fire after the Jam and
Then the
Ninja
fire-
show was the second one of the night?
Exactly.
So the fire I witnessed was the second one. Come to think of it, didn't Detective Bad make reference to the first fire? Well, when was this photo taken?
Apparently, right after the fires, when the 4th and 5th floors were put out.
I suppose this means that the photo was taken just after the first fire was put out.
What's the extent of the damage in the second fire?
The second fire was continued to this floor, the 3rd floor. I think it was leftover embers from the fire on the floors above that caused it.
That's, how should I put this, a very bad stroke of luck.
My office on the 5th floor. My office on the 5th floor. Manny's office here. And Manny himself. All gone in the blink of an eye.
I feel so sorry for you, Mr. Peleno.
Look at me going on and on. Now then, what was it you wanted to ask again?
We were discussing what your actions and whereabouts for today were, and if you happen to know what Mr. Kochin's actions and whereabouts were as well.
Yes, very well. Let's see. I've been quite busy all day from morning until now. First I woke up, and then I brushed my teeth. After that, I had a breakfast.
Hold it! Fascinating. How about if you just skip to the relevant parts for me?
Oh, you'd like to... Oh, you'd like a condensed version. Right, I could do that for you.
Alright. So what did Mr. Kochin and you do this morning?
Well, originally, we were supposed to meet and shake hands with the German Ninja. But Manny and I wanted to turn it into a photo op, so... Excuse me. So, we were here tidying up his office.
You helped clean Mr. Kochin's office? Why were you not cleaning your own?
Oh, I think I forgot to mention this, but my office is currently undergoing renovations.
Alright.
Which is why both the Prima statue and the Babalese knife set are down here.
I see.
Oh, but the tidying didn't take much, really. We just burned some files we were no longer needed, expired coupons, and the fireplace.
I bet cleaning up the fireplace must have been really pain, though, huh?
About that. I kind of forgot to clean the axe out. I guess I'm up a creek without many here to get angry at me.
Hold it! Hold it! An ambassador like yourself has been on the receiving end of a secretary's anger?
Oh, you was very good, being very mad. Why, even just this morning, he got mad at me. I spilled some Babbly's ink onto the back wall when I was burning the files, you see. And he got mad at me, saying that I shouldn't treat the ink with more respect.
Talk about the boss getting bossed around.
That's about it for what we did this morning. Just some cleaning.
Don't tell me you had no other work to do, being an ambassador and all. Now then, if you could tell me what you and Mr. Cochin did this afternoon.
Well, Manny and I went down together to the Atrium Neutralis. We had to be there for the Art of the Steel Samurai stage show. After the show started, I went back to my office on the fifth floor alone.
So they were together until the start of the Steel Samurai show.
A little while later, after I had straightened myself up a bit, I returned to the theater. Because I was to take part in the photo op on stage at the end of the show.
There was a commemorative photo op at the end.
It was a fantastic photo of the three of us, Ambassador Alba, the Steel Samurai, and myself. After the photo shoot, I went back to my office on the 5th floor to prepare for my handshake photo op with the German Ninja.
He seems to be rather...
It's always a Jammin' Ninja that causes, like, the big crimes.
Yeah. He seems to be rather overworked for an ambassador.
When I got to my office, that's when the first fire broke out and I escaped down the stairs. My office was completely destroyed, but thankfully, no one was hurt. I admit I ran away from the first fire as fast as my legs could carry me. But during the second one, I pitched in and helped the embassy staff put it out.
So you didn't see Mr. Cochin again after the start of the Steel Samurai show?
Yes, that's right. The next time I saw him, he was lying there in an eternal sleep.
I see. Ambassador Poleno, I thank you very much for your help.
I'm sorry I couldn't be more assistance, Mr. Edgeworth. If there's anything else, please don't hesitate to ask, alright?
Your ink. I wonder if you might tell me what you noticed about Mr. Cochin's bottle of ink?
I just thought of it right now, but... During the second fire, Manny was worried about his office, so he came rushing back to it. I called out to him, and when I received no reply, I used my spare key to open the door. But when I did, I was greeted by roaring green flames. The flames were so big that I wasn't able to see it to the at all.
Hold it, the fire was green? What was the cause?
Well, white crystal oil burns green when it was lit, as you can see by this lantern.
And Babbly's ink is made from the same oil, which means it would also burn green.
Yeah.
You know, I too had thought it was Manny's ink that had caught on fire. So that's why I was surprised to find out there was still a bottle of ink left on his desk.
The cases of perplexing green flames. Talk about a mystery.
What exactly was it that caught on fire in here?
Interesting.
Is there anything...
Did you mention that there was ink spilled this morning?
Hold on.
It could be.
Ambassador Poleno, what exactly used to be here?
That used to be a stack of brand new templates. But it looks like they were all burnt up. I guess we'll just have to reprint them. But no matter how fast we reprint them, They always disappear so quickly.
Is the Bobbly's tourism industry really that hot right now?
Of course. Although recently the most popular vacation destination has been the Republic of Virginia. Virginia! But we refuse to lose to them. So, we've been hard at work promoting Pabo.
Interesting. Well, I just recently returned from a trip to Virginia myself.
Oh, and how did you like it?
It was alright. I probably shouldn't bring up the fact that I was a suspect on the flight home.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Anyway,
LeBlanc.
what else?
Is there anything else?
Should we investigate more?
Yeah, let's...
Anything else?
The newspapers, the book.
The
Looks like a
Georgia
bunch of
envelope.
flyers with coupons attached to them.
Babal sure gives away a lot of different coupons. Maybe I should create one of my own. I could call it the Great Thief Coupon.
And what kind of discount would that net you?
The 5-figure kind. What else? And I steal an extra thing or two of the BR. How is that? How do you pronounce it?
Bearer.
Bear.
Bearer?
Bears.
Alright. Bearer. 1 or 2 things on the bearer.
Things such as...
Such as the truth? What else would I steal?
what I wouldn't give to have a mountain of your coupons right about now. Aw, that's a nice one.
Alright.
Oh.
What about that newspaper? Or no, that,
Hey, is the drawer open?
the phone or
It would
whatever.
appear that this desk also fell victim to the fire. But it doesn't look too damaged. Oh,
But it, yeah. But it doesn't look too damaged. Oh, I think we can rifle through the drawer a bit.
I suppose we should really take a look. Oh,
Interesting.
What is that?
Look at that. Let's see this.
wait!
Wait, yeah!
It's that other note that we have. Damascus requested the theft of the Prima Duck statue.
Oh, yes, okay.
This is a rather unusual shape for a notepad. I suppose this must be another souvenir from somewhere. Well, we know what to do now. Alright. Eureka! The shape of this notepad matches the shape of this note that we found.
Hey, you're right. What is it? It looks like something straight out of the Monument Valley.
Monument Valley,
Monument,
that's a
yes.
game that I have not heard about in years. Holy crap.
Yes, that notepad is a souvenir from somewhere in your country.
For those who know the game Crossy Road, Monument Valley is by the same developers of that game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
We've been collecting them for the purpose of studying them, you see.
Yes, I do. You seem to be quite passionate about it.
Oh, would you like to see my souvenir collection? I'd love to show you.
Are you sure they haven't been burnt to a crisp by the fires? Ambassador Poleno, I wonder if you might recognize the handwriting on this note.
This looks like Manny's handwriting.
I see, in that case,
Oh, did you figure something out?
this note was found in Alabast. Specifically, it was found being firmly grasped by the murdered Damask II.
The math second? Then this note.
Yes, it was a request from Mr. Cochin for Damask II to steal the Prima Duck statue.
What? Manny tried to steal Alabaster Prima Duck statue?
We would know for sure if we could run a handwriting analysis. Ambassador, do you have any documents that were handwritten by Mr. Cochin?
Yes. I can gather a few and give them to you.
I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe later to run the analysis.
I believe that Manny would even think of doing something like this.
Do you have any idea as to why he would have requested the theft of the statue?
It is one possibility. But, mind you, it's just my personal speculation.
Anything you can tell me would be of great help, Ambassador. Alright, well, we're talking to you again. I believe that you said you might have an idea as to why Mr. Cochin hired Damask II.
Actually, I fear it may be my fault. As I was telling you earlier, we were to determine which statue was the real one as a part of today's event.
Star.
I'm sorry. But because the Yanaguratsu and the fire here, that got canceled, didn't it?
I'm actually relieved that the rest of the event has been canceled. For you see, the ball statue, well, it's just a replica.
And did Mr. Kochin know about about Babal's Prima Duck statue?
Of course he knew. That's why he was the only person I could consult with. We'd have to do something once our statue was revealed as a replica.
Oh, wait a minute. So he knew that it was a fake?
As to
What?
be expected. I was very nervous today, as this would impact our country's authority.
Yes, and I understand.
When I told Granny my concerns, he said, "Let me handle it. It'll be alright," he said. "It'll find a way to make sure your ambassador... Yeah, your ambassador of...
You're
the
the-
United... Okay, my brain is trying to catch up.
Then
I'll find a way to make sure you're the ambassador of the reunited Canopia." At the time, I thought he was just trying to cheer me up. But when I saw that note, I realized he was...
Hold it! Hold it! Mr. Kochin conducted a lot of business behind your back. I assume he did all that to ensure that you are the next Canopian ambassador.
But why was he trying so hard, I wonder? He was so much better at getting things done than I ever was, or will be.
I don't have an answer yet as to why he was trying so hard. But I suspect he had an ulterior motive in mind beyond just simple kindness.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Edgeworth.
Detective Gumshoe, have you collected the information that I requested?
Probably. Yep, got it all right here, sir.
You sure?
There you go, Kate. You're free to take a look. It's for you, after all.
What is all this, Gummy?
Tic Tacs. That's all the thing I can afford.
Oh,
Oh, but I also have this. It's all the information on this room that I got from the embassy and Interpol. Now that we know exactly how this room was before and after the fire.
Good work, Detective.
Oh, it was nothing, sir. I'm an expert at getting people to talk, whether they like to or not.
wow. You two remind me so much of my father and Uncle Bad.
What do you mean?
As prosecutor and detective, your dynamic is just like they're back in the days.
Theirs back in the day.
There's. Well, don't not worry. I'm going to find my own wonderful partner someday. And when I do, I'm going to become a good Yatagaratsu, just like my father.
Hold it!
Right?
Hold it! Please don't ask me questions to which I have no answers to, Kay. However, I can say that it is truly a wonderful thing to find a partner you can trust.
You bet. So, what now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, I'd like to ask you for a favor.
Yes?
That gadget, Mr. Thief, is it? That thing you call your secret weapon?
Oh, you mean the little thief. You're coming to rely on it, aren't you?
Hold it! I don't need a crutch like that. I'm only asking because I need it for the investigation. From the information Detective Gumshoe gathered, and the ambassador's testimony, I'd like you to please recreate this room as it was during the third floor fire.
You got it. All right, here we go.
You know, we could just light the room on fire as well.
Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dares take wings. One alone remains all-seeing. Now, witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood.
You gotta say that every time.
Yes.
I think it
Yes.
Cool.
It seems that there are other things besides what the ambassador mentioned that have changed. It's possible we might find the escape route the person K saw used as well.
Oh, what is this? Is this some sort of light show I was not told about?
This is the power of a true vigilant.
Vigilante.
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 How dyslexic are you? I'm trying to ask.
More of a pronunciation thing than that bit.
Don't ask, please.
Okay.
It's when you're trying to read, it's trying to read it very carefully, and if you cannot pronounce any big word, it feels like it's gonna be hard to pronounce.
Yeah. I had a classmate in middle and high school who was dyslexic, so I understand.
I'm not a little bit different, but
Anyway, it's recreating the room with the info I inputted.
you had it right.
Mm-hmm.
Really? That is certainly one interesting device you have there, Miss Faraday.
I believe it's about time we return to our investigation. Alright, so...
Alright, fire.
So,
There was a... Wait, what?
Let's see the fire.
the clock was moved.
What?
Okay, let's check that first.
Oh.
This grandfather clock, it was apparently in a different position before the fire.
According to the staff members, the clock was flush against the wall before the fire, sir.
Which means that most likely it was moved by someone during the fire.
Speaking of which, it's totally 11 o'clock now, but I don't hear any chiming.
That's odd. We're still chiming right on before the... We're still chiming right on the dot every hour this morning. Maybe the fire damages its internal mechanisms or something.
Ambassador Poleno, may we take a look inside that clock?
Sure, go right on ahead.
Detective Gumshoe, if you could please inspect the insides of this clock.
Yes, sir. I'm on it. Mr. Edgeworth, I found this inside, sir.
It looks like a length of wire, so this is what caused the clock to stop chiming. But what was a long length of wire doing inside a clock in the first place?
Huh. Why would someone do this? It's such a valuable clock.
It sounds like it wasn't Mr. Palino that put the wire in there.
Then perhaps it was Mr. Cochin's killer who did. These must have been the large green flames that Ambassador Palino saw.
With flames like these, it's no wonder he couldn't get in.
Kay, by the time you came into this room, had the fire already been put out?
Yeah, the fire had died out or something by that time.
And this fire in here only burned from the time the fire started on the 3rd floor. Until the Yatagarasu appeared and caused a stir and babal, I suppose.
I guess Mr. Palino was just lucky enough to run into this fire as it was burning, huh?
Yes, you could put it that way. And since you were the first to discover the body, we can assume that no one else entered the room until that time. No one other than the person you were chasing, of course.
I knew it. That person I saw was definitely up to no good. I mean, that person couldn't even be Mr. Cochin's killer.
That is very likely to be the case. After all, that person came into this room before you, and must have chosen this room precisely because they knew no one would be in here.
Okay, then maybe the green fire was where it was to prevent anyone from coming in. But then, what did the person set on fire to make the green flames?
Well, whatever it is that person burned, it made a rather sizable fire.
And since the fire is green, well, we've seen something that burns green, right? It's a bit tinier than these flames. But you get what I mean.
Oh, wait a minute. I know what it was.
Yes, and I do believe that what you were thinking is exactly why these flames are green.
Remember,
Which fire-related piece of
right?
evidence burns the same color as these green flames?
The ink.
Lantern.
Yeah, Well, yeah, the ink
Well, the
is...
fire does burn. What fire-related piece of evidence? I guess it's the lantern, yeah.
Yeah, let's
Take that! This silhouette lantern, its green flame comes from the white crystal oil it's burning.
Yeah, that's the fire I was thinking of too. I love the green it gives out.
I mean, it was the oil that did it, though. That's why I guess that's why I thought of the oil first.
I think we've now established that the green flames were caused by white crystal oil. Furthermore, we know that there's only one other thing made from white crystal oil.
Oh, you mean the thing Mr. Paletta was mistaken about, right?
Yes, precisely, as we found out earlier in our investigation.
What? I don't get it. Can you fill me in, sir?
Fine, I suppose. I'll explain it in a way that even you can understand. This is the thing made from white crystal oil that Ambassador Palena was mistaken about.
Now it's the oil. Okay.
Yeah. Take that! Bobbly's ink is made from white crystal oil.
Oh, so it should burn the same color as the flames in the lantern, right?
Yes, precisely. However, the green flames in this room were not from a bottle of Bobbly's ink.
Because we found the ink Mr. Cochin used of his desk, right?
Yes, however, we know that Mr. Cochin was smuggling the ink in massive quantities. Now, what do you suppose he made using all that ink? I believe what he made with that ink is the answer to what gave birth to the green flames.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah! I'm beginning to really feel the energy coming from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
It would appear that I've finally found it. The smuggling ring's real goal. Made of Bobbly's ink, this is the source of the green flames.
The perfume? Maybe?
No.
No.
What was he smuggling again?
It could be one of the papers.
The paper.
What was that? Cadopian
What?
paper. Doc related to Bobbly things. It appears to point to Mr. Cochin. What was the thing on the other page? It is ink, definitely.
It was a
So it's
crime
probably
thing,
that. But check the other part.
The counterfeit
Yeah,
bills!
The counterfeit bill. Oh, I forgot about that.
Okay, I completely forgot about that. That's a good catch. Take that! For once I was able to catch one of your Ace Attorney streams. Hello, Oakland. Welcome on in, buddy.
Hi!
What would consume that great of a volume of ink to make? That would be the counterfeit bills that the smuggling ring made and are circulating in Zhangfa.
You're kidding! You're saying that it was Mr. Cochin who made the counterfeit bills?
I
A lot of
am.
printing, remember?
I am. I believe you could even go as far to say that he stole Babal's printing press. Ambassador, Mr. Cochin had permission to freely use the printing press, correct?
Yes. And I remember seeing him use it in the middle of the night. But never did I think he was using it for such a foul deed.
Ambassador, because of your secretary's crimes, you will need to be investigated as well.
Yes, I suppose so. We've caused a bit of trouble for a few countries, haven't we?
It's my duty to search out all who shielded Mr. Cochin and concealed his crime, for they are the ones who started the fire in order to destroy the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so the bills made the fire. I thought it was those documents on the back end there. You saw that, right?
You know, I did notice the
Pamphlets?
the fan, maybe.
Yeah, the fan is supposed to be up there, but it's actually down there.
Yeah, because it fell during the fire. It's the charred remains of a fallen ceiling fan.
Oh, I've seen a few of these before. They spin around and around and play music.
I believe you're thinking of a musical mobile for babies.
I keep forgetting that, like, in Japan, it's not really common to see ceiling fans sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
But they're nothing alike.
They're totally alike. They spin those babies right around like a record.
They did not! They freaking did not! Oh my god!
The potato threw around by the other day.
My goodness, clever reference there. I see. I guess I can see how you might think that. Good song, by the way. I actually like that song.
I love the
Oh, wait. Oh,
We already read through this, right?
yeah, we did. Yeah. Yeah, we already read through this. Why are we not getting allowed to speed run through this?
Well, let's see.
Alright, well...
What about that chair right there?
Oh yeah, this is...
Maybe
that looks like a very comfortable chair.
Well, it doesn't look at all that broken, so why don't you try sitting in it?
No, I'd better not. It's very important that we preserve the crime scene at all times.
Wait, but you're always touching all sorts of things at crime scenes.
That's
Also,
because
this
I am a
isn't real.
prosecutor, and it's a part of my job to examine things.
And my job is to be the great thief.
Which is exactly why you are not allowed to touch anything.
Wait, did you not notice the chair doesn't exist? Oh no, wait, it's oh, it fell down. That was it. The chair is there, but it's like
fire.
Yeah, this-
we already read that.
Yeah,
fireplace.
I think you were trying to get to the one above
yeah, the
it.
flag.
I still think that revolving fireplace has something to do with this.
Yeah,
Alright, try to go to that little paperwork stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
we'll go
that's
there next. And then after that, if anything, we'll have to check the knife.
Those are pamphlets.
Yeah.
So Pabo is really into pushing their tourism industry, huh?
Yes, it would appear that way.
You know, I'd really love to take a trip. Hey, why don't we take one after this case?
Do you already have a destination in mind?
Maybe not. Well, ideally, I'd like to go someplace where I can continue my deep training.
Well, if you want to learn the fine art of stealth, perhaps you should visit the studio where they make the Jammin' Ninja TV show.
Hey, that's actually a real great idea, Miss Edgeworth.
I can't believe she took me seriously.
Yeah, like what the heck? It's a musical ninja. How do you learn stealth from that?
Oh no, from that kind of situation. It looks like one of the Babalist knives was already missing before the fire began.
So it would seem, especially since the other two knives handles were burned anyway.
The remaining handles was swapped out with the handle from the real murder weapon. And Babal's national treasure was stolen. Poor Babal, don't you think?
I'm not sure I would lump the replica statue in with the rest of Babal's woes.
Alright.
Anyway.
Oh, shoot, I didn't know we had more. So, by this time, the primitive statue had already been swapped, right?
They must have been, as this one is covered in soot.
What lousy timing! And just as the two countries were about to become friends again, too. It would have been better if I had stolen it for it to get caught up in that fire.
Okay, I think I understand your sentiment.
However, if you ever to engage the thief, I can look at the other way, right?
If you could please stop stealing my lines.
No, I can't. I'd rather steal yours anyway.
Okay. It's
Great thing about it, too. I don't think we actually. Yeah, okay. Whatever's here is observable.
This safe wasn't open at the time of the fire.
You could tell because the inside wasn't burnt right.
Yes, and thanks to the safe's fire resistance, the smuggling evidence was preserved.
Aren't they great?
They always hold the wonderful promise of treasure within.
Well, this one certainly did have a few inside. Right, what about the desk? It appears that the desk is largely unchanged from before the fire.
Yeah, it just got a little burned, that's all.
It's a very fine desk. I'm sure that even now it's still usable.
If it's that great, why don't you trade your desk with it?
No.
Oh.
It was just a great suggestion. You didn't have to get all monosyllabic on me, you know?
Alright, what?
I think it's the flag. Have you actually examined the flag?
We try to, but it's
Yeah, it just won't let you. Yeah, that's weird. The curtain?
We already did.
no.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, was there
Yeah,
something
we're-
there for a second?
No. No.
On the fire? Okay. I keep thinking that there you can get
I
it.
think you
something.
had talked to. I think
We
you had-
already talked to him. Oh, what's
No,
that?
it's
Oh,
already
the
checked.
thing in the background.
The national symbol of Babal is drawn here. There's nothing especially strange about it.
Is it just me, or did the butterfly gain the antenna since we last saw it?
Even if it did, would it really have any bearing on our case, Kay?
Maybe it would, but anyway. Anyway. Oh,
wait.
the things on the side?
It looks like all the souvenirs suffered some damage from the fire. I don't believe it. Murder on top of the arson. What a disgrace to the name of the Yatagarasu.
The fake Yatagarasu is guilty of much more than just theft, it seems.
I know, because if it were me, my first priority would have been to loot the bookshelf.
You would steal ordinary souvenirs that you can buy virtually anywhere.
You can't buy them anywhere. Each one is specific to a location and has its own value.
She's got a point.
And items that have memories attached to them are most valuable of all.
Could you really rob someone of their valuable memories just like that?
No, because even if it takes the souvenir, I can't take the owner's memories.
What are we...
Wait,
Detective, you took part in the initial Babal investigation, correct?
Yep, sure did. I was helped put out both fires, sir.
Yeah, I think Gumshoe's like the only one left that we need to talk to.
But the first fire took me by surprise. I had a tough time escaping the 5th floor. First, I tried the elevator, but I guess someone else had the same idea because it was in use. If I hadn't remembered to use the stairs at that point, I'd have been burnt to a crisp.
Ben?
Oh, sorry. Wait, that's odd. You always warn our staff that in the case of a fire, it's dangerous to use the elevator.
Oh?
maybe someone rode it in a fit of panic.
Detective, did you see the Yatagarasu that came into the Babalese embassy at all?
Hun?
Oh, I did personally. And the other staff members told me they never got a good look at the person either, sir.
I wonder if you could tell me a bit more about what you discovered, Detective.
The second fire broke out around the time of the Yatagarasu was spotted in Alabaster. That's also when a suspicious person was spotted in Pabo, which caused some panic.
Hold it! So no one was able to get a good look at this Yatagarasu that entered Babal?
Yeah, all they saw was a mysterious person wearing a long coat. And that's not enough to make a positive ID, you know?
Still, it was enough to make people who received the calling card panic even more.
A person in a long coat? Sounds like the exact same person I saw.
The Yatagarasu that appeared in Alabaster was proven to be just a fabrication, a shadow. In the light of that fact, the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babal is also a suspect.
You can't be serious. Not when we're this close to capturing the fake. Mean Callisto you.
So the Yatagarasu appeared, caused a mass confusion, killed Mr. Kochin, and then disappeared. By the way, Detective, why did you not chase after the Yatagarasu?
I did, but, well, this embassy is huge, sir. Got separated from the other staff members I was with, and was lost for a while.
Hold it! You didn't even memorize the layout of the building you were to guard, Detective?
Eek, I'll be sure to do that from now on, sir! But, you know, it was thanks to me being lost that I was able to come to Kane's rescue.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yeah, it was when I was lost and was wandering around in the 3rd floor hallway, sir. When I heard a scream, I headed towards it right away, sir.
Well, that's probably from when I found Mr. Kochin's body.
Yeah, I thought it sounded like her, so I got real worried and ran as fast as I could.
Sorry, get a little drink.
And it was thanks to gummies that Miss Shinna wasn't able to take me away. Sheena. He covered for me until you got here, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, I see. So he can be useful once in a blue moon.
Still, it's too bad that Agent Sheena got here before I did.
I wonder where Agent Sheena was before you found her here.
Well, just before I got into this room, I saw her coming out of the room next door.
Hold on. Agent Sheena mentioned something about chasing the Yatagarasu herself earlier.
Well, she apparently helped in putting out the first fire. Then, during the second fire, I heard she was busy chasing the Yatagarasu.
She seems to be a very dedicated agent. You would do well to learn from her.
Why are you playing at me when you say that, sir?
Salary cutting noises. We've examined everything in this office, but there is one thing that bothers me. Perhaps I should ask Ambassador Paleno about it.
Okay.
Ambassador Paleno, there is something I'd like to ask you about.
Yes?
About this office, it appears to me to be very similar to Ambassador Alba's office. For example, the location of the fireplace and the position of the grandfather clock.
Ah, that's right. You've also paid a visit to the Alabastian side of the embassy. Our two embassies actually used to be one.
Yes, I know, even the pamphlet mentioned that.
With why the building is...
Bilaterally.
Thank you. Which is why the building is bilaterally symmetrical. So, no matter which room, the location of the fireplace and the like are exactly the same. Even where the art is located is the same. As my room is currently under renovation. We worked hard to make Manny's room look like the ambassador's room. Sorry, the ambassador's office.
You mean for your handshake photo op with the Jam and Ninja?
Yes, that's right. I mean, what's a photo like that if it's not taken in the ambassador's office, right?
Yet another odd expression of Babal's obsessively competitive spirit with Alabast, I take it. Thank you, Ambassador. That piece of information is all I needed to connect the dots.
The dots? Well, anyway, I'm glad I was able to be of some help.
Alright, well, I think we can logic something up. Okay,
There
so...
we go. So, I think we can finally make the two connections. The place is lateral, and there's a fireplace.
Yep. Yeah, let's do it. Yep. Yeah. The Alabastian and Babalis sides of the building are symmetrical to each other. As we know that to be a fact, then this room's fireplace may also hide a secret passageway.
A secret passageway?
In Alabast, the fireplace turned out to have a revolving back wall.
A revolving wall? It sounds like something out of the ninja house.
Ninja.
Wow, there's a trick like that built into the fireplace, sir?
What? This embassy holds that kind of secret?
There seems to be a lot about this room that you don't know about, Ambassador.
I guess it's time to pay the bill up for letting Manny do so much work for me. Please, I really want to know about the real Manny and what you know about this room.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Agreed, and my first thought is that it's likely the killer used the revolving fireplace.
Then rotate the fireplace.
Yep, there's an X there.
Yeah!
Yes, what are we doing?
It looks like just another fireplace, though, doesn't it? So how do you turn it again?
Franziska von Karma, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Orange Heart Tribe, hope you're doing well. Wow, we have two Ace Attorney characters following the channel now. Matt on guard and now Franziska. Cool.
Maybe let Matt on guard know about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Look, the fireplace, it rotates.
Yes.
In Alabas,
Yes.
I had to push where the X was on the far wall of the fireplace.
Oh, I see an X back there, sir. Let's see what happens when I push.
Hold it!
Do not do that. I need to look at this fireplace. Ah, you scared me there, sir.
There is something about this fireplace that lies in contradiction to the facts.
Huh? But we found an X where you thought there'd be one, right?
We did, but that's not what I was referring to. Something is missing from this scene. What does this contradiction mean for us?
What do you mean?
What
It's
do you mean?
the fireplace. What?
There's something.
What? It's a fireplace.
If we push this X mark, the fireplace wall should turn.
Oh, fireplace wall. That's it, sir. We should hurry up then.
Hold it! Besides which, there's also something I'd like to test.
like what, sir?
I'll tell you later, Detective. For now, let's continue with the investigation. What is...
Thank you,
Maybe that-
Gumshoe.
that.
Oh, like the wood? Yes? You want to test the wood?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah?
Spots are not connected to any of the evidence I hold.
Yeah.
Like what?
Two fires broke out that day. I guess.
Here we go. Wait.
What?
What could
What?
it be?
I want to rotate the fireplace now.
Yeah? What is contradictory
limp.
about here?
A wire that was found when... Let's see. What could mean... That I'm very confused.
I need to look at this fireplace.
What is missing?
There's nothing... Probably we may have had advanced maybe one too many. I don't know.
I'm lost.
I'm checking. No. Nope. Top bottom. Andy coaching. Start. Appearance. Theatro.
It could be...
Highlight the pile of wood. The testimony?
Hold on.
The testimony.
What's
Left
that?
ashes in the... Aha! There we go. Okay.
Ah.
Spilled bobbly ink onto the back
Okay.
wall while burning files in the fireplace. They left the ashes there. Okay.
Okay, go check.
Eureka! Ambassador Polino, you said that you burned some old files in this fireplace today, correct?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
well.
burnt quite a few files this morning, actually.
And after you did, you forgot to clean out the ashes from the fireplace, correct?
That's right. But why are you asking? And why are you making such a scary face?
I'm sorry, I admit I'm a bit intimidating when I'm serious. In any case, take a good look at this fireplace and tell me what you find odd about it.
Let's see. Huh? Where did all the ashes go?
Oh yeah. Can we rotate the fireplace now?
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't really think that Ambassador Polino is lying, do you?
No, there is no
Leaning
reason
on
for
the
him to lie.
fireplace.
And I don't believe his testimony is wrong either. It is the fireplace that is causing the contradiction. Okay, I wonder if you might update the fireplace data for me?
You got it. I'll add in the ashes from the burnt files and... Sounds like we pretty much figured everything out now, huh?
Well, it was nothing. All I did was follow where our leads led us.
Oh, I sense it coming on. You're about to dazzle us again, right?
Oh, you mean that? Well, it's what Mr. Edgeworth is known for, you know?
There is really no need for you two to dance around the name of what I am about to do.
Go check out the fireplace.
Now.
Again. Yes.
The ashes Ambassador Polino left here have disappeared.
Oh, no. Logic.
If we should follow this piece of information leads, we should begin to see the truth.
Yeah.
Use the secret weapon, right?
Yeah, go on, sir. Use your special skill.
I'll ignore your strange phrasing for now and focus on the information we have instead. Just a little further, I can sense the truth lying on just the other side of this.
Yeah, the logic.
Yeah, logic.
Logic.
The log jig. Huh. Funny.
Yep. The reason as to why the ashes are missing is simple.
It's not because someone cleaned them up, right?
No, because even if someone did sweep them up, the fireplace is too clean for that. Ambassador Polino said that he spilled some Bobbly's ink while he was burning the files, and yet there's not a trace of the spilled ink on the back wall anywhere.
Well then, I don't know what happened.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. The two sides were switched. By using the revolving fireplace wall, the ashes were moved into the neighboring room, which means that this is a clear indication that the fireplace was used.
Can we turn the fireplace now?
The person I was chasing disappeared from the room through there?
Yes, I believe the person you are in pursuit of is Mr. Cochin's killer, and after committing the murder, escaped through the fireplace.
Can we see it?
Wow, Miss Edgeworth, you figured out the killer's escape route.
I have, but this is only the beginning. Now we have to chase the killer down.
No, let's...
What
Oh,
if-
yeah. Yeah,
It
he was on
has
the
to
other
be.
side.
I was
God.
If the killer used the fireplace in this room to escape into the next, then it's only logical for us to talk with the person who was in the neighboring room.
Oh, the person that was in the next room was... Oh, it was that person, sir.
Yes, Detective Agent Sheena.
We... Okay, that's gotta be a good place to stop whenever we get there, whenever we get there to be continued.
Yep.
It's looking more and more like Miss Gina is the killer, isn't it?
Let's not jump to conclusions yet. We need to go through what we know so far. She came running straight into this
Fireplace
room
rotates.
from the next one and instantly accused you. Furthermore, she claimed that she could only have been you that killed Mr. Cochin. I don't have any proof yet, however, I know she is hiding something from us.
Okay then, why don't we go ask Miss Gina?
Hold it! No, not yet. There's something that needs to be done first. Detective Gumshoe.
Sir, is it my turn to do something, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I have a two-part special assignment for you. First, I need you to run a handwriting analysis on Damask II's note.
Okay, I'll get the laborates on that right away.
Second, I want you to see if you can fit through the revolving fireplace wall.
Fireplace
Yes,
wall.
you can finally
Yeah.
open that gosh darn
Finally.
fireplace.
Do your
Right
thing.
now, sir?
Yes.
No,
I want
next
to spend another
decade.
10
Of course,
minutes discussing it.
no, next decade. Of course now. We need to test our hypothesis first, don't we?
Go on, Gummy, you can do it.
Alright, we're gonna do this like a real man by making a 2-hour analysis video on how the fireplace rotates.
Oh, Gummy.
Here I go, through the fireplace and back.
You shouldn't need to psych yourself up that much for such a simple task, Detective, even though it took us so long to do it.
I am going to do it. Here we go. Wow, the wall inside the fireplace really did turn.
So now I want to go. Now I want to try go through there too.
Well, here's the secret passageway through there. I had no idea.
It would appear that the ash really was pushed into the other room. Furthermore, the Bobbly's ink you spilled, Ambassador, is there on the back wall.
Okay, here I go, sir.
Hold it! Detective, I'd like
Yay.
you to go through there under the same conditions as the killer.
But it's all ash and stuff.
And your point is, now we're short on time, so if you could please hurry on through.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
You ever heard of black
Okay.
lung, sir?
Okay, so now we pretty much have the whole picture, right?
No, not yet. There remains a few more mysteries to solve. such as the Yatagarasu's whereabouts, the other smuggling ring members, the 2 weapons that made it across the border, the key Miss Yu stole 7 years ago. In fact, we haven't even figured out a thing regarding how Miss Yu is related to these embassies.
Mr. Edgeworth.
A number of pieces connect in a very complicated way in this case. It's almost enough to make one completely mentally exhausted. How? We can agree, Edgeworth! Holy frick.
What are you saying, Mr. Edgeworth?
We've got 7 more hours, baby!
There's a lot more talking than anything. I thought you were the one who said that it's easy if you follow the leads.
Was that supposed to be an impression of me, Kay?
If it's info gathering you need, Gummy and I can help with it. Then all you have to do is show off your fancy semantic logic deduction.
Show off? Does it seem I'm being, like, boastful when I do that?
This is basic human intuition.
And I gotta say, that was a tricky word to pronounce, but let's not overcomplicate matters, okay, Mr. Edgeworth? We've been so focused, like a laser on only what seems strange and out of place. It's no wonder nothing clicked and we haven't unlocked anything yet. But if we think things through calmly, the answers should come to us.
Okay.
That's the sort of thing I say to myself. When I'm practicing how to unlock padlocks, you know.
That is something that I hope practice doesn't make perfect for your sake.
Yeah, yay. Looks like you're back to your straight-laced self again.
Hey, Miss Edgeworth, I'm back, sir.
Yes, I can see that. Good work, detective.
Looks like you could use that fireplace like a door, sir.
Alright. Are you alright, Gummy?
Okay. Just a bit of ash and dust after all. What was that long name again?
Your jacket has gotten quite
Volcanic ash
filthy.
in the lungs.
I see the hem has practically turned black.
Yeah, well, quite a bit of the unburned ink got on, sir.
I see. Thank you, detective. You did a fine job. I'll even pay the cleaning bill for the trench coat.
What? Oh no, sir, I could never. This is just my own. I live in this, sir. If it was a coat I actually care about, then I'd get it clean, but, you know.
I see. Very well then, as you wish.
So because Gummy was able to climb through the fireplace, we know it can be used, right?
Yes, but that's not all we learned. We actually learned one other important fact.
And that is?
I will have to explain it to you
Fireplace
later.
rotates.
Right now, we need to deal with the handwriting analysis. Detective Gumshoe?
Yes, sir, I'll be back before you know it.
The handwriting analysis on Mr. Kochin's handwriting will take a bit of time. Let us go and wait in the Theatrum Neutralis, along with Agent Lang and Agent Sheena.
Alright, that is where we
Do be
stop.
continued,
Yeah,
please.
Yeah.
Maybe continue for all
Yeah.
those who wish to
Yeah.
see more.
Next
Well,
one will be our grand
And
finale.
the moral.
Well,
the moral
no,
of the
we're not
story,
even done
kids,
yet. We're not
And the
even done
moral
yet.
of the
We're not
story,
even to
kids?
the ending part. We're still in the middle of this case.
And the moral of the story,
Oh,
kids,
God.
the fireplace rotates.
Exactly. I will say this is still getting very interesting, and I'm really liking it. But yeah, we're gonna leave things off here. We'll be back, of course, next Sunday for Ace Attorney. We will also be doing a stream on Saturday night. A very special one because it's going to be my first time playing a furry visual novel called Promises to Keep. I'm very excited for that. I might do a midweek stream. I don't know, maybe Thursday. I don't know just yet. I will be announcing that in the coming days. So with that, we're wrapping it up here. Thank you all so much for tuning in, as always.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll probably be heading off here. I am a bit tired, and I may be coming down with something. I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
we'll see about that in the
no.
morning.
Yeah, anyways.
I bet it's
No.
the ashes that you've been going through.
It's the fact that it's like
Anyways,
20 degrees
Let's
outside there, and I
find
think the cold's
someone
starting
to
to get to me.
raid. Who is
Alright.
live right now?
I am
See
going to leave.
ya.
I'll be better. Bye-bye,
Yeah.
all.
Bye,
Have a
Paps.
good one. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Anyways, let's find someone to raid. I think I'm gonna raid my friend Venny, because she's an amazing DJ. Ready up, raiders. Alright. Ready up, raiders. We will be back for whatever we decide to watch next. Whatever. So, see y'all next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.